give me a quick second. I was just sort of bathing here. Okay. One minute, guys. Just sit tight. I'm going to wait for people to get into the room. Why is it that you have separated from this person? Been meditating on this concept for a few days now. And so, before we begin, we have a new disclaimer, and that is currently in the community tab. We'll be adding that to the bio description box below. If you have a history of paranoia, schizophrenia, or anything of the sort, then this is most likely not the channel for you. I'm a starseed channel, oracle medium, clairaudient, clairvoyant, psychic, and we are here to work with the purging of the shadow toxicities of the ego. So if that's something that you're not interested in, if you want, to sort of have the comfort zone of replication of karma and past cycles, patterns of dense frequency, then this is not the channel. Give me a sec. I'm gonna, one more thing here. Let's clear in the sacral and the root. So I'll be putting that disclaimer, but yeah, that's on the channel page. You can feel free to click community tab and get to that, even though that actually is already, we just expanded that. We've had that disclaimer up for a few years now. So, okay, new and improved though. What's going on, guys? This is part of being a light worker, right? You understand what we're working with, what we're doing here, and really the disease consciousness. So we have to keep an open mind with our own growth and evolution, understanding, the possibilities here on Earth, right? Which sometimes can be kind of like shocking and stupid. I'm even hearing that at a certain point where you're just like, really, is this happening? Like, that's really important though when it comes to your shadow work as well, your evolution and tapping into your gifts and your greatest talents, and that happens by way of transmuting. So this is important and necessary. Let's get into the pick a card. Why is it that you have so-called separated from this so-called person? Why? One more minute. Okay. Thanks for your patience, guys. Literally like dripping wet. I literally just got out of the bath. So I was doing a salt cleanse and purification ritual. And so we were there for a bit of time. In meditation as well, of course, with this concept. I wanted to do this a few days ago and Spirit was like, oh, we gotta talk more. So there we are. But I think we're ready. I think we are ready. We do have another video about separation. So if you are currently in so-called, what we so-called call separation. Now, if I'm dripping on the dress over this reading, just, don't worry about it. It could be a metaphor. Okay. Guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for your support, for hitting the like button on this video. Let's jump into it. What is what? Right off the bat, right? It's this concept of separation that wow, really dripping. Oh my God. Okay. Well, just imagine I'm somewhere off here. Just sort of, Okay. This is that, because it's coming. Well, this is something I'm really interested in. I always have been interested in the body and the role that the body plays as well, specifically in detoxing. So specifically thalassotherapy. This is something that I'm very passionate about. So if that's a message, take it as you will. Now, our separation is actually a gift. from this standpoint, we're talking light worker, star seed. When you are separated from someone, right, we're talking about the frame of mind where we say, I know that there's more to this reality than what I see. We're saying, well, okay, so everything, right, we'll say is divinely guided as well at that point, and nothing is for my so-called harm, right? Believing, having faith in that there's a reason for everything. If someone is so-called, let's look at the root chakra sacral, yeah. It can, of course, bring up abandonment complexes, right? But beyond the psychology of the separation, so-called, right, and whatever it makes you feel psychologically, there is a meaning, okay, and it's actually a good sign. Take being so-called separated from someone as a very, very good sign, okay, because it means that first of all, it wasn't working, whatever that was, because if you look at the law, right, of manifestation, you cannot manifest when there is, okay, not a true level of resonance, okay, frequentially within that space. You cannot truly so it's kind of like, if it's not manifesting, right, and you're being pulled out of that person's story or vice versa, take it as like the brakes are working on the car. Okay. Yeah, that is really the metaphor. That is you knowing, okay, clearly something wasn't working. It wasn't in my best interest to be in that story. And that's when you admit to yourself. And if you have trouble with the theme of separation, I would really meditate, because you're going to have to meditate to get back into that space of faith and realizing that everything happens for a reason and you're not a victim to anything, right? It's not something that you so-called did, okay? And so it's important to understand the reasons for why it is that you don't resonate with that space. So focusing more on why don't I resonate with that, rather than, yeah, and that can be very challenging, because sometimes you're pulled away from someone who maybe is no good for you at that moment in time. They may have you may interpret it as like, no, but I'm really into him, like he's really good looking, and like yada yada. It's like, but he may not be like actually good for you, like you the real you. But they will project, right, when you separate from someone who is heavily also dependent on you, but you are not really, let's say, in resonance with that person. Okay, let's go through on this. Oftentimes happens with, anyways, then you will feel them not wanting you to leave, but that doesn't mean that you are the one who left them. It could be that they left you, but they are still holding on to you. So it's important to, and then we're talking on an energy plane, important to realize when somebody has still a connection to you, even if they're like acting like, I don't see you, I don't hear you. Let's get into it, guys. How many stacks here? Let's do 7. Something pops up literally right there. It says New York bearing signs of societal decay. And I happened to click onto this video. It's the what will happen between you and this person in the next 10 days, psychic predictions, all signs. And I lit right there, New York bearing signs. So that might be a message, you guys, for some of you in this particular reading. You may want to check this reading out right here. You may want to check this reading out. What will happen between you and this person in the next 10 days? Okay. It's timeless. Technically, we filmed that on March 5th, but okay, let's get into it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Grasshopper here. Okay, stack 1. Elephant, stack 2. Stack 3 is axe. Wind chimes is stack 4. There's something, okay. Stack 5 is bowl. Thank you guys for hitting the like on this video as well. Thank you in advance for your support, your comments. I love reading over your comments, you guys. Thank you for sharing, connecting. Bread, stack 6. And then we have love, stack 7. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's backtrack, clear the energy. Okay. Thank you for your patience with my outfit here. My hair is dripping wet. If you just coming in now, just like, I got this towel. Bird perched, waiting for news package letter in the theme. Felt like we need to mention that. Give me a quick time. I'm just get some water as well before we officially begin. Maybe Spirit wants to wait until someone very particular comes into the room. let's get into it. Why is it that you separated? We're going to put these cards to the side. Let's check one. Grasshopper. That air on. Whew. Guys, isn't this so cute? This little box. Oh my god. I don't know. Just like wanted to show that. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I got it in the mail. Okay, let's continue. A lot of distractions. Okay. Maybe this is a metaphor, guys. Like this is us with ourselves. Sometimes we want to distract ourselves. Like, no, like yeah, it's like no, I'm hearing you wanted that separation. I'm hearing that you want it. I'm hearing you want it. Again, yeah, there is something falling apart. Okay, there is a reason, and it's not random. Something wasn't working, right? Carriage leading out a grasshopper. Going on? What happened here in the separation? And why is it that you... Okay, for smidgen of you right off the bat, someone here is like in the public limelight. Some of you maybe used to be like really good friends with this person. Can we get some letter charms here? Let me share this link. Forget it. Let's play the intro. Some of you really like this person. It could be a friend, actually. Someone you were working with. We have the letter M. We have the letter A. We have the letter L. And we have the letter N. Could be initials, however. M-A-L-N. Now, for some of you, you knew this person, I think, very well. Or this person is well-known, like very well-known. There's something here... I'm hearing fossil. You really enjoyed their company. You guys used to maybe talk a lot. Okay. I'd like to get a little bit more background on this. We do need the other decks, though, so give me a sec. I'm hearing that song. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 when she's away. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know that song. That song is. All right. Okay. For smidgen of you felt like there was some kind of pretense here, like somebody was kind of, for smidgen of you, like, a little bit, like, full of themselves. Okay, this is what I'm getting as, like, the backdrop. So, and it's an illusion, guys, right? Like that, oh, like, we're separated now. No, we create a reality. When we are separated from someone, there is a backstory to that, whether or not we want to admit it or believe it, however, right? You created that circumstance by way of how you felt about that person, right? Let's clear it. And it goes both ways. It goes both ways. When you're separated from someone, I'm hearing this again as a message really strongly. It's sort of like you were ordering it. Okay, so let's give an example. Let's say that you have a friendship with someone, and like you kind of like in the back of your mind, you don't feel this person really empowers you. Okay, let's say that they're famous or whatever. I'm hearing it truly like this. Like maybe they have a large social following. There are things that you really appreciate about this person, but you don't really actually feel that they empower you. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. This is you. This is not just a thought. Your thoughts are actually creating a reality, right? So this is you kind of pinging back and forth between you and your higher self. Hey, you know what? I don't really resonate with this person. Okay, and as much as we try to tell ourselves, and yeah, in the forefront of our mind, like, no, well, maybe I can like actually be friends. Like, I don't want to end the conversation. It's like that's our logical mind, right? At times. Let's say, not realizing the well, it's also for a reason karmically, right? I mean, when we separate is not random. So it takes time to really move through. Now, intuition goes slow. You knew something from the start about this person. You didn't trust them, possibly, even I'm hearing that, or there was something that told you very, someone didn't appreciate someone fully, possibly, or you weren't sure where the relationship was going, and you kind of knew that. It's like, I know this is not really like the full potential. I realize that this is not the, I'm hearing the the direction that it's really moving in. Maybe you met this person. Let's clear it in the throat chakra. And I would really highly recommend to go check out that other pick a card reading, which is about separation. If it is that you yeah, you want to know, like, are we going to come, that reading was more about, like, are you going to come back together? If so, when, and all that. So if that's, you can go to the pick a card playlist on the channel, Alchemy and You. And let me just show you. So in case you're curious, let's click on Alchemy and You. Let's click on playlists. And now let's go here. You can scroll to pick a card. Okay, I think you can actually even search, so let's do that. Either way, this might be faster for now. Pick a card. I'm just typing it in right here. Pick a card, separation. So right here, this reading. How is your person evolving during this separation, and what themes are being worked on the shift? So for the sake of simplicity, because we are in a separation reading, then maybe this will be helpful. We'll just post this in the chat now. Okay, now I'm putting that in the chat now. Okay, so yeah, from the get-go, guys, like, you realize something here. Intuition goes slow now. It may be that you end up coming back. This reading will be more about sort of like why it is that you separate from this person. Okay, what is actually really the reason? Okay, yeah, it's not like, oh, like, yeah, we're just, no, there's a purpose, and the purpose is for your ascension and your activation and you getting closer to what's real for you. It's always going to be an empowering conversation. If you are not having faith in that, then you definitely want to meditate. Definitely. Let's backtrack clear down the right side of the body. Marriage, acceptance, trust. Some of you, this person didn't know what they want. That was the thing. They had to understand what they really wanted. First, yeah. I see someone here is in the public limelight. I just keep seeing it as like repetitive. So either it's you or it's them. Okay, can we get a little bit further? I think this is a case of like, it's not that, you know, there isn't sort of, let's see, restlessness. Yeah, I feel like some of you felt this person was like a little bit too self-interested and too self-motivated. Mars and Aquarius. Yeah, someone definitely is in the, like, they're very, you need to feel like you can connect to this person, and maybe you weren't able to do so as intimately as you wanted. For some of you, they were too focused on their career, even Jupiter and Cap. Saturn and Pisces. Some of you, this person, you wanted to really get to know them, but you felt like there was some blockage. Okay, so we will get a Celtic cross, but let's just see first these energies as they come through. Mars and Scorpio. And the first switching to you, there was like a little bit, either you were getting triggered by them or they were getting triggered by you. I think there's a big question of control here. And so, again, if you're separated from someone, it's because that circumstance was not healthy for the evolution of your, your spirit. Okay, and your spirit, in a healthy relation to the ego and them too. So if that person was not in a healthy frame of mind with you, where they were trying to control you, then spirit will pull them out of your story. And that's that simple. Nobody is here to be controlled. That's what we're purging, the frequency, ancient generational karmic frequency, okay, of control, the desire to control, okay, the animalistic almost even, right, that connection to people that we have whereby we feel we control them or they control us, that's being purged. Let's go on. That's what is being purged. And that is very challenging. So if that was a very intense feeling, okay, that either that person has or you, the desire to like dominate, for example, and it may not be openly or obviously, but if it is at play, okay, then spirit may have to pull you out like in a sudden way, okay? Because otherwise, yeah, I mean, if that is a theme here, if control was a theme here, yeah, Mercury and Libra in reverse, like somebody was definitely sort of They were taking advantage of maybe even their position, like maybe yet again someone knew that you really like them or something. You'll see how it applies for you, but someone was not in the right frame of mind, and that's the point. Like they weren't able to really appreciate you truly as who you are. Let's clear in the root in the sacral. If it is the case, okay, Spirit, like it's not going to be up to the person who's like controlling you or wanting to control you. Thank you so much for super chatting. I think that's a super chat. Alicia, yeah, what is money, right? Thank you so much for your moderating, Alicia. So she's hiding a troll comment here. Yeah. Let's go and sacral on the root. And everyone here hitting the like button, showing up. Thank you for your support, guys. It is a form of, we'll say donation, of your time and your energy as well, and your support, right? When you are hitting the like, it does help the video circulate further, so it helps make them more of this video. Let's get back to it. So yeah, control. You can't count on this person to be like, oh yeah, I'm controlling you, like I need to stop. Bye. It's like some people might, but I feel like in this particular situation, guys, like they weren't really seeing it. Maybe you weren't even seeing it. Maybe this is even a third, party sort of circumstantial situation that came about that separated you too. Like the weather wasn't good on that day, and ever since we couldn't hang out, something like that. Third party in terms of a frequency. Of separating you from a certain person or situation with that person. Maybe it's a circumstance that wasn't appropriate. Moon in Aquarius. Again, if this is resonating, let me know. Hit the like button. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Jupiter and Libra in reverse. Mercury and Leo upright. For some of you, Spirit may have had to put some sort of fender bender in the relationship. Okay, so-called Venus in Libra. Yes. Saturn in Aquarius. So there's a lot coming through here. I feel like for some of you, this person really had a lot of growing up to do, you apply it yet again. It could be both as well. Aren't we all reflecting something at the end of the day, right, for one another? But there's something that they had to realize, like, about the let's get a Celtic cross. I want to see what went on in this connection. Oop. Let's backtrack. Throw track right now. Someone who's maybe kind of immature. In the theme, we have protected, boundaries, and twin flame. Wow. So it could even be that, well, let's just pull the Celtic cross. Yeah, maybe there was something that was risky relationship, like you had to separate, you had to go solo, you had to go on your own way. Because the connection is so sacred. And that can be either like, any kind of influence. It's like, it would not have been good for the relationship. We have, it would not have been good for the feelings that you guys could develop for each other. Maybe there was too much ego. So it's like I see Spirit being like, all right, before these two like ruin the odds, later down the line, even at some sort of opportunity, let's separate them. It's something like that. And we don't realize in the moment. It's like, what? Like, am I being separated from the love of my life? Like, why? We don't understand. But sometimes it's because we don't understand the extent of our love for that person. Okay. And like when we're about to like, kind of sabotage events in some sense, which is not possible, right? Yet again, because if it's meant to be, it'll come back together. But spirit is recognizing also where, you really want to be with someone in a particular way, and where some of you may have put conditions upon someone or vice versa that weren't going to be really reflecting the proper relationship. Like maybe you would have sold both of yourselves short on the relationship should you have been together at that time. Let's get further. Should you have been together at that time. For some of you, this could have been actually a really exciting like venture based relationship where you would have some sort of project. Now, if that is the case, the context wasn't right. It wasn't your idea. It's like, let's go into our chakra. The context wasn't gonna serve the project. Okay, so it's like the weather wasn't good. Okay, it's like so Spirit, something about the vibration around you both had to change and had to be right. 5 Pentacles to suit you. It's like, you're gonna wear a dress like that, you better have a really nice sort of entryway, discussion. And right now we got a lot of people hanging out in I'm hearing in the closet. What? I'm hearing in the lobby. So, too much commotion. Oh, okay. Let's go. There was something going on for some of you. I see you were like, you wanted to walk through down a hall. I said a highway. Down a hallway. Again, it could be a metaphor. There was too much commotion. Like, It's not, this is, yeah, it's not personal to you. Let's put it on the right side of the body. Awakening. Wow, on the Page of Cups. There's so much love here, guys. A lot of creative energy. Now, whether or not, again, you come back together with someone or not, there's always a reason that serves your higher good. And yeah. This person is very popular, or you are, someone's very sad. They're like, oh, I really like them. Like, am I not going to be able to hang out with them? Like, for a smidgen of you, it's like, did you like them, or did they represent something that you want to create for yourself? King of Cups in reverse. Nine of Pentacles upright. The harder of a time we're having, yeah. Let's continue. Yeah, I see someone really admired someone, but like they're having trouble like letting this person go. It's like, I don't want to like forget about her. It's like, and some of you, you know, maybe someone here had to leave to be able to appreciate really the connection, and maybe they stepped away and they're like feeling sad. Like, so I just keep, Spirit wants to repeat a message. For how many of you is this resonating so far? Feel free to type on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like, you know what this is referring to. Someone's in the limelight with the Nine of Pentacles and Awakening. So this person was very young, guys. Whoever this was, they didn't know really like how to understand their love for you. This is what I'm getting. Magician in reverse. This person is watching you from a distance. It's like they're really in love with you. Actually, for some of you, I feel like this is a fusion of work-related matters and matters that of love, okay, of the heart. Six of Pentacles in reverse. There was something here that was a little bit controversial, maybe when it came to the Queen of Pentacles, the public space. The public standing, okay. It's like they knew that maybe their family or something else what they wouldn't accept. Okay, yeah, but you had a more private relationship with this person, but not even maybe knowingly. Maybe you don't realize there's something very controversial. Justice, for some of you is a marriage. Or there's the theme of marriage that's controversial. This person, though, they were trying to keep the relationship moving with you. And I feel in this circumstance, this is not like we kindly departed from one another. Okay, this is like something strange came through. Something kind of unexpected. Like, why? It's like right when that happened, we had that conversation. Then you know, they had to close the flight portal. I don't know. Take as you will. I don't think that you are separated from this person. Like, I really feel that you are still in contact for some of you on some plane. Okay, I don't see like a hard core, okay, like clearing of, I don't think this is someone who is like crazy, you know, toxic. I think there's a lot of love here, but there's just this sort of like, we were too young, we didn't realize really what we wanted out of the story. And there is a lot of karma in this relationship. Justice here on the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this, it's not that they don't love you, they have a lot that they need to figure out. Okay, psychologically, they need to understand also your role in their life. They are going through something karmic for some of you. I keep hearing why, I don't know exactly for everybody why it is that it's a focus, but they're in the limelight. Maybe they're very wealthy. For some of you, they were born in a global, more or less in a financial institution. I'm hearing that. Okay. Like, not in the hospital. They were born into wealth. It can be, take it as you will, or some kind of structural paradigm that is associated with the theme of popularity. I see that with the Ten of Cups. Maybe they're famous. I don't think this person is like a bad person, guys. I don't see that. Like, if you're questioning, I don't see it like that. But this is a general video. The Star, the Four of Wands. This is very interesting. If you want to comment what this is, like, and how it is that you separated, because I feel like, you really like each other. You guys have like this mutual respect, but you may have come through from different, let's click on the right side. I'm here, valleys. Interesting. I'm seeing a circus tent here on the Eight of Cups. When you met each other, it's like you knew, like, wow. It's like, I see you guys looking at each other. Wow. It's weird because I feel maybe this is kind of controversial. Like, they were not really supposed to be hanging out there at that time. I'm hearing that. Like, but it's like they couldn't help it. It's like, hello. You guys, like, made this very particular eye contact for somebody here with Justice and the Eight of Cups. Like, they knew that. But again, guys, I don't think that this was like some kind of really intense, like, falling away and out. It's more, it's not like, oh yeah, we know that that's the end. This is more what I'm picking up on, at least, of the situation, is that they kind of know that you're very special to them. There's just a lot of like paradigm, okay, going on, and you had to sort of, I don't think that you're gonna be apart from this person for very long. I feel like you will come together with this person, but it's more like the times where you're apart, it's like kind of like out of your hands as you feel it. It's like, it's not up to me. Like I can't be preoccupied with when it is that we come together as well. So in some ways you have faith, I feel, with this person. Like for some of you, they're very young, okay? We heard that again. Some of you, I see you're maybe older. Like I see an older woman with a younger man. What is age? So-called younger man. This person, for some of you, you're very impressed by this person. You really like them. I feel like you have a lot of attraction to this person. Wow, like a lot. Something about the eye contact, like they can't forget you guys. I feel like, I don't know if they feel a little bit ashamed of that. It's like, wait, why am I like so, they don't know why they're so obsessed with you. It's like, why can't I forget about like her? But then it's like kind of the unlikely likely couple. It's like, you guys are not supposed to really technically, I don't know. Wow, I see that like when you actually, this person technically like, this is a weird kind of message, but I feel like, let's just give an example. Let's say that they're very wealthy, okay? I see someone falling in love, like someone goes to like a shelter, like a homeless shelter even, I'm using that. And like they fall in love with someone there. This could be a metaphor, guys. Like maybe it's like what they were missing, you had, and vice versa. It's like, but like he could buy anything, you know, all the money in the world could buy him anything. But like it was that one, like you touched his soul, you touched his spirit. I'm hearing that. This person, they're not over you. Okay, no. There's no like I'm over it. Okay, because it's like this is a matter of their soul and their spirit. Okay, you guys have a very strong connection. This might be your twin flame. Can we get a little bit further? We did get the twin flame card. This person is, I mean, very physically attracted to you and vice versa. I do see an emerald here. Emerald. I'm seeing something about an emerald tablet here. Take it to you have a passive with this person. Very strong passive with this person. I'm hearing the letter H. Whoop. Addiction in reverse. Interference upright. You guys have a some sort of cultural factor here. Okay, unavailable. For some of you, I see this person very busy. They have to travel for work a lot. They're not available. This person maybe has a very high-ranking position for some. I feel like they're embarrassed that they cannot manifest this with you. We have the Queen of Swords. I feel like you do see this person every so often. You guys, you maybe went on vacation together. I'm hearing this as well. Oh, let's get the card off the ground. I feel like you are amicable still. You like this person. It's only you have like a weird animosity, you know, even if you do get into some sort of strange, but spirit, you both know, like spirit created that moment so that we could go further. You realize there's something that you have to create together, decision, and you have to both be ready to do that. You have to be ready to create that. Ace of Swords. Wow. Two of Cups. Knight of Cups. This person has so much more love for you than you realize. So much more. And they know, I'm seeing a date here, and they know that you have so much love for them, but it's like we kind of can't talk about it right now. We can't acknowledge it yet right now, and that is, you know, possibly because the context isn't right. But so I see that you both have a lot that you want to say, but you're not saying it. I'm seeing that as well, very, very clearly. Okay, like I'm seeing two people kind of looking at each other. It's like they're speaking more with their eyes. Some of you may have a very strong eye contact. That you're just so attracted to this person. Oh my God, I'm feeling it. Very strong. But it's something about, it's like you both know that you're really drawn to them for something very particular. Okay. For some of you, it's something political is very challenging. Like it's the type of situation where it's like on the outside looking at, you'd be like, oh well, no, we can't like be together, but it's like, but we're in love. It's like technically like, oh, people who come from here and there, you know, meet up. It's like, yeah, this is a very controversial for some of you given someone's context. Like should you take this person away from the life so-called that they're in, and you just sort of like head out to some island, okay, an astral island, I'm even hearing that. You guys would be like a totally different couple, I'm hearing that even. Maybe you are in a relationship, but you're separated on some plane, I don't know, you take it for yourself. Whatever that means for you. But you know what's strange? Like, for some of you, I feel this person's in denial. Like, they tell themselves, like, we can't be together. Not for everybody. But they know that they cannot deny it, though. Spirit has them frozen, actually. So I feel this is more possibly about something outside of the connection, because the connection is timeless. It's not that you guys are going to come together because you are different now. I hear that as well. Let's get a little bit on. I feel this is more the environment. Something has to be cleared in the environment, something karmically, maybe even in their family. Because I feel this person is very focused on you. I see them kind of frozen. Again, the world coming through. Yeah. For some of you, Spirit is wanting... Okay, this is the complex and the mentality space of lack. We have to get that really clear. Like, some of you really met this person, you like them immediately, very strong connection, and then it's like, there was a question of like, but can this really happen? It's like, it's too good to be true. If that resonates with you, then that might be a theme that we need to work on. Seven of Swords, to bring it back together, if it is meant to be. Not to bring it back together, but to focus on you, and that's, you know, it doesn't matter, right? If it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna come back together, that shouldn't really matter, right? Because you're working on the mantra of healing here to your own consciousness as well. And so should you do that and should you ascend, then if it's meant to be, then it will be, right? So it's kind of like no need to like figure out whether or not it will be, because the focus and the point is to ascend. And so it's never going to be that you'll be happier in a space where there's shadow and you're not ascending. That's an ego guilt from a past life, most likely. Chakra. Oh, you cooked for him? I'm like really interested. I want to, yeah, because I feel like this is like a very interesting like kind of relationship. But this is a general video. Oh, wow. Interesting. It says, I was in a shelter when I met this Cancer on the way back from an audition. When I was getting back on my feet, he allowed me to stay in his home in exchange until I accumulated enough cash. I got you. This person also doesn't understand, like, why you got them to do certain things, like, they've never done, maybe. I'm hearing that. It's kind of interesting, because I feel like for some of you, it feels kind of like a dream. Like, he can't forget. I'm hearing he can't forget. But I don't think that it's because he's moved on and that he's looking back at it as a memory. It's like, I see this person is frozen. It's kind of weird. Person is very, very attracted to you. I see that as well, yeah. King of Swords. They really also respect you, you guys, in case you were wondering. They really respect you. I see them observing you. They could be kind of like watching you from, again, I'm here from a distance. The Hangman. For some of you, they're concerned, like, they don't know how it's going to come together. Like, it really concerns them. It worries them sometimes when they think about it logically. I see this person, like, running back and forth. It's like, I think their day-to-day life is very different from the world that they experience with you. It's like, I feel this person cannot forget you, you guys. They have never been able to really forget you. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There is something really karma going on here. And I feel like for some of you, their circumstance sort of is like giving them this like frame of mind that they know is not applicable to your connection. So there's a paradigm shift here. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen with that. 5 of Cups with the Magician, because I do think that they're not allowed to date in your religion for some of you. Or your age group. I don't know, but listen, that doesn't affect. That's karma world. That's not transcendence, right? That's karma world. No. So, mastery. This person, you guys have a very strong connection. This person loves you a lot. I hear it like that. And they appreciate you, what you've done for them in the past. They haven't forgotten it, in case you're curious. Mastery, fate. So this should be more like confirmation. This shouldn't be like, oh no, this dude's a jerk and like XYZ, that's not your stack most likely then. Okay, for some of you, this person, you had a very, very important moment with them. I'm hearing exchange. I see like a gentle energy here. Okay, and again, I'm channeling here in case this is your person. I'm here. Never met a girl like you. I'm hearing that. There, honestly, you guys, like, you have a lineage, Emperor and Empress energy here with the Justice cards, what I'm saying. You had children with this person in a past life. And another clue as to who this is you met them immediately. Okay, so there is a lot, though, going on, again, when it comes to karmically, the environment. I feel this is less of, like, their personality. It's more of their environment, if that makes sense. So that's why I think that this relationship... Okay. They're stuck in their mind. I feel like they see you... They may be a lawyer in the law industry. They really appreciated, like, I mean, your carefree attitude. Maybe they're really, like, kind of... They're involved in some industry that's got them very uptight, that's got them very kind of pinned in, okay? And you were like that, kind of like, I'm hearing for some of you, they see you as a gift from God. They see you as a gift from heaven. I'm hearing it like this. They don't underestimate how this person sees you. Okay, they know that there's a lot to this connection. We have new love in the theme and stability. Let's go to the sacral on the root. For some of you, this person is working on reconnecting with you know, but I don't see that there's like this thirst. Yeah, time apart. I don't see a thirst. I feel this person actually has a lot of wisdom. They're wise enough to know that we don't have to be together for this to be real. I hear that. This person is very wise, very intelligent. They're very smart. For some of you, there's something about they're in the legal position. I hear that. Like you are, I hear it again, a gift from God. They want to tell you that really strongly. They're very respectable in their career, whatever it happens to be. They have a very high position for some of you, or there's a definite past life energy here. Like people are very impressed by this person's. I'm hearing acumen. For some of you, I see an earring, some kind of jewelry earring. They feel like you have a lot. Listen, you don't even know the half of what they like about you. I'm hearing that. It's like things you don't even see about you. Wow. Very special. This is very special, this connection, yeah. So this should be confirmation for you, like apology unplug. They're very like, I get kind of like debutante at the ball vibe. Like they don't want to like kind of, they're very so-called polite, unplug, apology. It's like, I have to go now, bye. It's like this person, maybe it was weird, like the last connection point. This could also be a past life energy. Like they didn't feel comfortable with something, like for a smidgen of you, like maybe they didn't want to lead you on. It's like, I know I can't do this to her. I'm hearing that. They knew that maybe they were still in a very like, I'm hearing in their environment, there was a prejudiced energy in the environment. Oh, past life love. This is a so-called like forbidden love. This is what I'm getting for some. But they love you. Oh my God, they love you so much. I'm hearing that in my heart chakra. It's like, but they know that they cannot communicate. I feel this person is, they are an observer, and they were observing you. They're still thinking about you. It's not over this, yeah. Okay. I feel that this person is meditating on you. They're a very heavy meditator. This person has a very strong aura. Patience here, mirroring weight. Just look at this card. For some of you, they're trying to find you. What's that about? Let's go in the sacral and the aura. In the sacral, in the aura. You saw them maybe for some of you even a few times. It's like they want to magnetize you back into the conversation. Some of you, this person, though, is not ready. I'm not getting like a creepy vibe, but you always have to take it as you will. I'm not getting that this person is like trying to do any kind of voodoo. This is more like it's like they feel like you put a spell on them. I'm hearing that as well. It could be someone you met like a few times. For a smidgen of you, like you left this person with something, and that's still, yeah, I'm seeing a shooting star here, right there. This person, they're still thinking of that. Integrity, stability, second chance. The one thing is that they really highly respect you. I'm hearing buffalo. Here and now, beneath integrity. Yeah, I feel like you guys, like something about poetry here. It's one of those relationships where it's very intense. Like when you do hang out with this person, or when you did see them, like it was intense. But then it's like, I feel like you're kind of like, it's disillusioning because when you step away, it's almost like, wow, I guess it didn't mean much. It's like, we just let it end like that. It's like, no, because it's so strong that it's not about why and we're separating. There's no, question of why. It's just, we got to move forward. I'm hearing in the form that we are in. This person is a very, very, very old soul. Let's clear it. The Nine of Cups. They're a yogi. They're very powerful, this person, in their space of transit. Take it as you will. I don't know what that means for everybody. They are, I'm hearing movies, I'm hearing movies. They do have a very strong aura and connection to the higher dimensions. They're a heavy meditator. I see this. For some of you, this is your twin flame. There's no question. Yeah, and you do have a connection here to the Trinity. I see that here with Justice and the Three of Cups. Very strong connection to the Trinity. Okay, I'm seeing this here. Like, you both know that you have a very important mission as well. This is for some of you. Three of Swords, Three of Wands, the Hermit. Yeah, this person, guys, they will speak to you through dreams. They will speak to you in the astral realm. But the thing is that if you do have a mission, the mission means that it is for all the best of all. Okay, for the highest good of all, which means that we don't force that. If it's meant to be good, right, and it was meant to be, then it will happen. If we have to force it, then, yeah, so you guys are kind of like, you both are famous, or you both have some sort of mission that will be in the public. For some of you with Justice in the, yeah, let's clear the energy, backtrack. This is something you got a lot of controversy. So, it's not good always to be together with this person is what I'm hearing. This person has not let you go. I see that if you did meet them, they're still holding on to you. If you gave them some sort of paper that you wrote something on, they kept that. Anything you gave to them, they kept that. This person connects with you heavily via the third eye. I see for many of you, this person is still actively projecting thoughts to you, thinking about you. Is this resonating? Let me know in the chat. I'm hearing lieutenant. It's like they get distracted. It's like lieutenant, officer. It's like he's like in the daze about you. Oh my god, I'm seeing this like at his work. For some of you, yeah. For some of you, this person's meditating at work. I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by this person. Wow. Maybe even at a certain point you both were intimidated. But because you do have a lot of, it's this tricky spot because you maybe like got them in a position that they would never have sort of put themselves in. Like, they opened themselves to you in a way that was maybe even a little bit like so-called risky. And it's like, I see them thinking like, she could just walk away with that. And like, kind of, it's like, but he's so attracted to you guys. Oh my god, nah. I just keep feeling the vibe like he's thinking about, this person meditating on bringing you back together. I see that. And I see him still playing over the times that you did meet. Okay, some of you met for like coffee or something. You guys are a fucking royal couple. This goes past lives, yes. Victorian age is like, Amira, you remember. So if you met someone like just a few times, you had a very strong connection, you most likely have a very intense past life connection with that person, right? Because we're talking energy. It's not like, oh, I loved his eyes. It's like, guys, like if you met a dude and he's a player, blah, blah, or whatever, or you had a moment and then, and then he ended it. It's like, if there wasn't really something there, like really actually there, like you're gonna probably maybe have a moment, you will shed a tear, and then you'll move on. Okay, but this is a situation where you can move on, and it was something very brief. Yeah, you felt it, that there was something that you're not moving on from because it is timeless, it's in the spirit. So that doesn't mean, though, that, like, this is empowering. If you're not empowered during this separation, then definitely this is maybe not your stack. Let's clear it on the root and the sacral chakra. 10 of Wands. This person, you guys had a very heavy interaction, so you had to separate. For some of you, they ride a motorcycle. I'm seeing that. Some of you about a motorcycle. This person has a bit of an edgy energy about them. He had you at hello. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, that's really the vibe. It's not like, yeah, in the cliche form, this is like literal. It's like, whoa. It's like you guys were shocked. It's like, I know you. I know you. It's like, so, yeah, sometimes it's like, it's like actually spending more time is actually not a good thing, right? Because it takes more into this 3D dimension. You guys have a lot on astral justice here with the Page of Swords in reverse. I see emerald here. I see an emerald tablet. Yeah, something very profound. I'm even seeing emerald on the chest of this owl illustrated on the justice card. He knows why he met you. I'm hearing that. He knows. There's no question. He knows that this is also a gift. To be able to encounter this type of connection is something very rare and something that should be considered as sacred. So for some of you, they actually didn't want to take your time. I hear that. Okay, if we're quite honest, like, because they realize that you're also your own being and you have your own story and you are going to be creating magnificent things. Okay, yes, on your own. So this is true, like divine inner empress, inner emperor. Okay, and so this is a self-respect for both. Wow, real. You know, it's like I'm so curious. Like, please guys comment if and when this is on playback, like what this is for you, because it just feels really like a movie. I'm hearing, it felt like a movie, sounds like a song. Yeah, my God, this reminds me. They love you. Everything about you was like, for some of you, just perfect. Okay, you're totally their type. I'm seeing that here with the devil card upright, mirroring the Page of Swords in reverse. Like, in a way, they were shocked when they saw you, but then it's like, no, but like, I know. It's like, I know. She's the one for me. I'm hearing that. It's the subtle things. Yeah. I see they're like in a... It's almost like a stoned energy. I have to be honest. I'm hearing India. It's like a stoned energy. Like when you met this person, it's like... But I feel in general, I'm seeing a lizard here. I'm not sure what that's one too. It's like a stoned energy. This person they were in a movie. They felt like it's a movie. What? It's like this person is talking to themselves. It's like, she was the one. It's like he is literally thinking of this. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Let's picture the right side of the body. They may have a lot of... They just have a very deep connection as well to spirit. I'm here to their higher self. I see them contemplating this. I see them moving in and out of dimensions for some of you. They do something with the homeless, with the shelters. I see that. The Fool, 9 of Swords. This person, I feel like oftentimes, like, they kind of bob in and out of, like, so-called reality. Like, I feel like a lot of people, and they will, yeah, they may have a lot of Scorpio. We have the Moon in reverse, Justice upright, 8 of Swords upright. First, Love in reverse. This person, feels like you were, they want you to know that they saw you as a gift from God. So, but that doesn't mean that we hold on to it, right? Sometimes it's like, we just have to appreciate it. Okay, the butterfly. Maybe that moment with you as the butterfly, that was everything to them. Okay, it's not everything, you know, in the sense of that they hold on to. So this is actually a good thing because they don't want to possess you. They don't want to control you. They let you go because they truly appreciate what is real in the connection. So let's go on this and what you can really create, because if they felt like also the need to let you go or vice versa, okay, you both kind of walked away, I feel. And with such a strong connection, it is mirroring. It's not like he did it or she did it or they, you know, it was only them who caused the separation. This is like you both together. It's like you kind of like came into that moment and then you separated. And so it's kind of like a mutual respect for the higher cause and the higher conversation. Oh, you were engaged. Wow. Guys, can you give me a second? I do need a little snack, but I don't have any snacks. So what are we gonna do? Yeah, maybe I'll have a little chocolate. This person is very distinguished. I'm hearing ELO. I'm hearing Riley. This person, like, when they left you, there's like, I'm gonna be all right. I'm hearing that. That's what they told themselves. I'm hearing, I'll be all right. They already knew they didn't want to take you. They saw you as like a wild animal. They didn't want to take you into so-called captivity. Just make sure it's not expired. I mean, it's new. It's no reason why it should be, but this person was like really trying not to be bothered by this love. I see them heavily meditating to not make them, you know. But they're still thinking about you. There's no way. I see him trying to hide his tears. It's like, this dude is like at work. I'm seeing that, yeah? I'm hearing, okay, just focus. Breathe in and out, Jonathan. He had to be very, in the space of gratitude as well. I'm hearing in compassion to let you go. And I see him really, really trying to do that. Trying to have respect and appreciation and gratitude for the moment he had with you. I'm hearing that. Yeah. Ooh, throat chakra. Should we eat both of the chocolates? Oh my god. Guys. Wow. It's Sicilian orange, this chocolate. I just had the sea salt caramel one. This one is Sicilian orange. Interesting. And it has like a emblem on it. Like a horse. They're a royal couple. No question. I'm here. I remember you. For some reason, this person's psychic. They were trying to be kind of like big about it. Okay, they knew that they were going to lose you for a period of time. Twin flame, go slow. Past life love. Here. Bye, Jonathan. It's like, yeah, you guys have a history in Egypt, in Salem for some of you as well. Victorian ages, I'm seeing that very strongly here. Many different lifetimes you guys spent. I'm hearing in and out of institution. Interesting. Okay, I do need some water now. That's a lot of chocolate. So, anyways, it took a lot of bravery to step away from you. Okay. Like a lot. It's going through chakra. Sometimes we think like, oh yeah, like, I'm hearing this was an interruption in some way to what they wanted. So this person maybe felt it was selfish, and that they really thought about it, and they were like, this would be selfish for me if I do sort of keep them in a loop. I'm hearing in a transit. I'm hearing that I can't. This person is a very strong personality. I keep seeing someone here who I'm hearing balloon. I get like a commander-in-chief energy of some, like they're sure of themselves, but you know, there are always those people who we meet who change us as well. And so for that, I feel this person appreciated you because they saw that you changed them in a way that no one else did. Again, that doesn't mean that, yes, because there is a mutual respect. They released the conversation with you in that paradigm friendship. They released the need to have, okay, the need for you, which is something very rare. So yeah, play hard, strictly sexual and friendship. For smidgen of you, this person, you know, their lifestyle wasn't really allowing them to fully appreciate this conversation. So yeah, they're not going to keep you sort of floating, okay, in their life. I hear it like this. Maybe their environment would not be conducive. Twin flame again popping out. This is your twin flame for some of you. There's no question. Yeah. Denial. I don't think that they know who you are to them. Okay, again, that's not a, yeah. The question it's not the, this person though is like, they're very wise. They know that the environment would not be conducive to this connection. There's something that is denying the validity of this connection. For some of you, they're waiting to clear something. For some, they're waiting to clear something. For a smidgen of you, they realize that it's not appropriate to have a relationship. So take it as you will. Sometimes it's a challenging thing, right? It's like, but if we love each other, doesn't that mean that we're together? Like, nah, unless it's like for me, you know, for the sake of being in the relationship, right? But if there's truly a very strong, it's energy here and now. Maybe this person, I do feel they're psychic, guys. I feel like they saw something even in your future. It's like, I can't do this. Like this person has more to their story and more to them. Maybe they're a little bit older. Maybe you're a little younger. For some reason, they wanted to kind of like let you go on your way and see what you ended up creating for yourself. So this took a lot of strength from this person's standpoint. I do see how maybe at times you can see it as sort of selfish, like, wow, they just let me go like that? No. Oh, he's a Pisces. Wow, yeah. I feel with this person, you can tell there's a lot beneath the surface. And we're only on stack 1 so far. Healing, intuition, chemistry support here and now. Now, a message I'm getting is that they really like certain things about you, but for whatever reason in their environment, they wouldn't be able to call it out, like, out loud. So they felt that wasn't fair. So then they didn't want to keep playing a game here with that. So they had to, yeah. But I do feel like this person and you, yeah, unavailable. I think it's out of respect, though, yet again, guys. It's out of respect. Okay, so this is, again, I don't think this is, like, so much of a connection question as it is, like, the contact. So, for example, like, you will come into contact when others are ready for you to. Because there is definitely some kind of question of omission here. And it's reminding me, yeah, it's like, sometimes it's not... Kelly Rosano, the astrologer, she said, one of her videos, she said, you know, I'll never forget it. She says, I wanted to start my channel for the longest time, but I, for some reason, was feeling that spirit was holding me back. And then I realized, okay, that my audience wasn't ready. It's not that I wasn't ready, it's that my audience was ready. So for some of you, this connection is so strong that it has to be within a certain paradigm. So thank you for tuning in. Let's move in to the next reading. Start stack 2. Okay. If you guys like this reading, maybe we'll do it again at another point. Hit the like, let me know if that's something that you feel would be helpful. Stack 2. And take it as you will, whatever you feel guided towards. You can watch multiple stacks or even the other, yeah. Something with the family here is very toxic here. I'm seeing stack 2, elephant. It was like something very particular. Somebody here had something about their personality, or there was something very much not working, like something of the family member or something. But the issue is they weren't willing to admit it. I see this. And for a smidgen of you realized if I remain in the situation, then their issue is going to be my issue, and I'm going to seem like the one who, yeah, you're going to be doing their karma, in other words. Yeah, some of you, this is not fair. This was not a fair weighing out. Go slow abundance. Like, this was slowing you way down, okay? And Spirit was not going to have that, okay? You were not going to have that because you are destined for it. But this person was stuck in a very karmic energy, in a looped pattern of, yeah, generational patterns and tragedies. Even I'm hearing for some of you, they were just bringing you down. Like, every time you talk to this person, it's like... apology. For some of you, they also had a very hard time. Like, they're very stubborn. They didn't want to, like, address the real issues. And so you started to see this person as not brave. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, no, it's just, I don't see a lot of bravery here. Okay, I'm hearing that. Trust unprotected. It's like they're not maybe believing in, like, the higher planes of, like, yeah. I feel like you were ascending when you did separate, and you were ascending very quickly when you separated. Vulnerability in reverse, second chance in reverse. Then for smidgen of you, there was too much karma, not enough acknowledging of it. It's like, if we're gonna have, I have no problem having, like, so-called things we need to work through, shadow work, but when someone is not willing, like, you know, to acknowledge that, yeah, it's like, if the dog doesn't want to be trained kind of vibe, let's clear. Like, it's one thing to take a dog from the pound, right, he needs a lot of work, a lot of training. Okay, let's see what, yeah, but no. It's like this person was not willing to, like, even get a trainer on the dog. It's like something like that. It's like, so then no, we can't. For some of you met this person, I think, like, you ended up feeling a little disappointed because it's like, well, I kind of took a chance with you. Like, I kind of gave you my heart. I kind of, like, took a stab at this. And, like, honestly, this ended up being a lot of tragic energy, as it is felt. Like, a lot of, like, why isn't it working? Like, let's clear. Someone feels very alone in the situation. You felt very much like alone, you weren't heard out. For some of you, you felt like you were doing all the, yeah, because your vibration was very high and higher and higher and higher. It was going towards the end of this, yeah, your ascension was taking off, and that's why, I mean, they got completely phased out for some of you here with the elephant card. I'm just seeing it so clearly. Like, it's not that you're not ascending. Sometimes we don't see that when we're in relationships. We're thinking, you know, you're not seeing this person, okay, for in relation to where you're going, and that is part of the, yeah. You're always you with you. You have a relationship with yourself always. And so in that relationship, you were ascending. So what happened is this person, their karma that they were not doing, I'm sorry to say it, but yeah, no, like, they're not willing to admit, okay, that was not working for you. And that was cleared. The spirit had to clear that conversation from your plate. Okay. There was something this person was avoiding, talking about, confronting, okay. Totally, like, doesn't want to even, like, acknowledge. So, and so it's kind of like we have to pry his mouth open kind of vibe. And so then, no, like, let's go to retrograde. You're not a professional mouth prior, you know, like, and that's why when you, yeah, because the precedence is your mission with your higher self. So when you are ascending and very quick and quickly, right? It's like you won't have time to do that naturally, so that will just kind of have to fall out of your story. I'm hearing it like that. So some of you, there's too much drama, way too much, also conservative energy. This person was not, let's clear it. It's kind of like they wanted to just be alone even. I'm seeing that, like, no, don't talk to me, like, I don't want to talk about that. It's like you want to even help them with something, they weren't willing to be open, so then bye. I'm sorry, bye. Okay. Some of you are going to realize, like, it's kind of not worth it. Like, you also want to be a victim. I'm seeing that. Somebody who was victimizing themselves. Abundance with the ghost flow. So then it's like, then you feel kind of like, you know, have just sort of like a clearing here of energy, like saying, you know what, it is what it is. What happened. Like, you guys maybe had a very sexual connection at a certain point in time. Just let it go. Like, okay, this is your problem. Like, you are hard-headed, you are stubborn, you are in the denser frequency plane, you're not willing to ascend, you don't even want to ignore. So, I mean, this is going to end up being in my luggage, and when we go through this day, Spirit's going to take it out anyways, so I gotta go, bye. You know, it's like, just say bye to, like, the so-called tragic ending I'm hearing as well. The tragic energies, don't hold on to it, clear it, purge it, do the heart chakra healing exercises. Let's go back real quick. Do the heart chakra. All the chakras, okay, rebalance them out, because this is kind of like, it's not your problem. It's not your person. I'm hearing that, not your personality even. Like, some of you realize, like, this person was so much kind of it's like you were trying so hard to get them to open up. It's like, goodbye. Okay, like, they're starting to become like your focus in your world. It's like then where are you in the relationship? And I think that's like really kind of like a little bit like you would oscillate between, I feel bad for this person, and like I feel ashamed that I'm even like trying so hard, you know, to bring them back into their own stories. Like, you're not here to like make them who they are. So anyways, let's move on. What are we looking at? Yeah, addiction in reverse. So they were not they were not ready for you. And it may be that, hey, like, no one's to say that you cannot ascend, like, and you cannot like resurrect or, you know, remanifest, but I think this is a moment, you know, where, I don't know, will you still have interest in this person? Like, you gave them the chance, you were there for them. Like, they may look back and be like, wow, he was really good for me. She was really there for me. Like, wow, But they couldn't see it at the time. So I feel for some of you, like, you got very fed up and you got very tired with wait in reverse. I'm here, I don't want to wait anymore for this person to do their karma. And because it's not about the time, it's about the energy. And the longer that you feel, because again, hence you were ascending very quickly, you started to feel what it feels like to ascend and to feel lighter, right? To be light, to be one with your own light. And then it's like every time you come into contact with this energy space, it's like, why are they always complaining about that? Like, you know, so it becomes kind of let's clear the left side body, impossible to uphold this conversation spiritually, energetically. It quite literally got to the point where you said, if I'm still here, I'm not going to be able to address that, so I gotta go. First mentioning you, this person was acting like very childish. And yeah. I think like, you're just like, I don't think I can really find myself in the story anymore. Like you kind of stopped resonating with the redundancy of like, you know, because yeah, just where you're like, well, maybe like we can figure out a way to like talk about the same concept but from a different angle. It's like, but then it's like, that's not me. So I think like this is really a matter of saying also like, I have to be honest with what I felt initially, and like if from the get-go, like I can't try to change this person, like if from the get-go like it wasn't resonating, okay, and I noticed this person had something that I was fundamentally incompatible with, okay, maybe for example like from the get-go like they had some sort of facet of the persona that made them sort of like in this victim mentality mode, and like maybe you didn't have respect for this, I'm sorry, but yeah, for some of you, and then now it's like let's back up. This is Coherent Lightworker, by the way, reading Coherent Lightworker. Then yeah, you step away. Let's backtrack. It's kind of like I'm not gonna wait. Some of you feel like you wasted time in this situation a bit. Because I feel like right off the bat you did feel something, but then you kept trying to like... I'm hearing also see the light in this person, but let's clear in the sacral. They weren't willing to see it for themselves, guys. I'm seeing like that. And then it's like in the end, I'm seeing you just kind of being like, wow, so did I just sit here and like, just like wither away and waste all my time? I'm hearing that. No, we always are yeah. This is there's something that, let's clear it. Maybe this is important because it's not about like, well, can I help this person change? It's like that person has to change. Right. So, and the more, yeah, if you're going to so-called help someone by way of not helping yourself, huge red flag. Like that's not going to be over time. That's going to turn into building resentment, building frustration for you. Well, then you realize where this person is like kind of like hiding and you know, kind of, I'm hearing shirking. What do we say? How do we say it? Like shying away, okay, from their own power. It's like, and then you're trying so hard to pull them out. It's like, then you are starting to like, like focus on them instead of your power. And so if this person's not inspiring or empowering to you, I feel some of you felt bad to let this person go, but I'm sorry, no. This is then about you and the passivity energy when it comes to fully stepping into your power. Like, you're not here to feel bad for someone. Okay, never. It's not about feeling guilty. It's like, you feel guilty for being powerful, for stepping into your own greatness. Your own greatness? Yeah, he needs him, exactly. Like, this person needs... Sorry, by the way, if I'll pull some things. I'm assuming that that's what you're referring to, King Charles. Maybe you're talking about something else. I'm not like super focused on the chat while I'm channeling here, just so I know. So if you're talking about something else, then, but just as a heads up, just because yet again we do have, I'm sorry, but schizophrenic people creating, framing. Okay, it's like, no, goodbye. Let's clear it. So, maybe this person even has an issue. Maybe there is something going on psychologically. It's like, the point is, guys, like, the longer you're in this conversation, like, if this person is in victim mode and they're not seeing their own power and their own greatness, the longer that you're trying to, like, help them, trying to help them is not going to help them. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Let's clear the sacral and the root. But I think this was something you realized from the start. They may have something going on psychologically. I feel like you had to step away and say, I think that maybe you need like professional help for that. I'm hearing this. Chariot in reverse. Interesting. So is this resonating? Like this message, do you feel like this is something that happened and that you felt and like it's... I'm hearing runner. I think you started to feel very lopsided in the relationship, very imbalanced and lopsided in the relationship. Okay, yeah. Like, I'm the only one, like, trying to, like, clear karma. I'm hearing that. This is going to get exhausting. Totally exhausting. We have the star in the theme. Some of you, your spirit guides gave you, like, kind of like an exit here. It's like, all right, it's time to, yeah. It's like, was very heavy. Let's backtrack. This was really, almost even impossible. So it got to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm going to cut my losses, so-called, and, like, I need to clear the way, and I need to levitate. I'm hearing that. I need to lighten my load. Some of you here, you moved on. Some of you will be meeting someone here with the Page of Cups or realizing more of what it is that you want to experience. I do feel this is a heavy South Node connection. So let's move into the third stack. Let's clear it. First smidgen of you, yeah, you know, but I do feel, here we got love in reverse in the environment. You lead out with the Tower upright in the long distance future. Mirror in the Four of Swords in reverse in your advice. Sorry, actually, this is the near future is the Page of Cups. The Tower is the hopes and fears. The Chariot is, Let's get one more card. I think for some of you, like, strength. This is really about you, and you working on this really strong sort of resolute energy with which you lead your life out, and with which you, I'm hearing, live with ultimate purpose, and you don't make excuses for people who are halfway in, halfway out. Okay, if someone is not, does not have your core values, okay, of wanting, who does not empower you, then that's something you got to move on from in this way. Let's clear it. And I would do a cleanse if you were interacting with that person. I would clear, you know, maybe even if there was something a bit traumatic here, you may want to do sort of talk maybe to a healing specialist. Let's move into the next reading. Axe. Third chakra. Stack 3. Why did you separate? Something was like confusing. I see something very confusing. It's like, are you leaving? Oh no, sorry, wait. Are you leaving? It's like, I feel like this is a matter of like taking command and control of the connection of the relationship. Like neither one of you, I almost get like both people are too shy or both people are too passive. It's like, no, you first. It's like, oh, do you see it like that? It's like not enough like, this may be a fundamental, like a relationship thing, how do we say, dynamic, where someone was saying like a literally like even maybe a synastry thing where you guys just have a very different sort of maybe love language, or very similar. Something is almost like too similar or too different. I see that King of Pentacles, like, I don't know, you can easily it's like, I feel like with this person, you don't even know, like, if it ever started to have ended. I'm hearing that. I was like, you don't know where you stand with this person. It's like, there's a lot of confusing, but I do feel this person really likes you if you are dealing with the King of Pentacles, but they just don't know how to show that to you, and so then you end up kind of like questioning, like, oh, what's going on? It's like, then it starts affecting you and impacting you, like, how you see the relationship, how you see yourself, and, like, this over time is taking a toll on you, so let's get a little further. There is a question of the fire energy. I feel it may be lacking a little bit in the connection. I'm curious when it comes to synastry and such things. You most likely in your synastry chart have, but you do have very strong passive with this person as well. Like, you do have a very strong connection, but I feel like there's something that is passive still. Like, okay, how do we say? There's not enough cardinal energy here. It's like mutable and fixed. I see strong mutable energy and fixed energy. Sag Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and fixed Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Aquarius, yeah, we said twice. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. Okay. Why do I feel like we're missing one? Taurus. The most stubborn. How could we forget? Okay, when it comes to the, yeah. How could we forget when it comes down to the stubborn energy? Now, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, some of you, I think, like, this is confusing. This is a type of relationship where you're like, oh, I thought you were going to do that. It's like, you're having trouble, maybe, like, as you feel it, or they, like, understanding the motives for this person's, like, behavior and their actions. And if you were still focused on that last stack, I feel like I would move on from that relationship, but always take it as you will. Eight of Cups upright. Some of you, like, I think that someone here is very, reminds me a little, there's this, the first stack a little bit here overlapping, like, you guys do kind of know there's a relationship, but like neither one of you are really willing to acknowledge it. Like there is still this like, and maybe this is the dynamic of the first relationship, but in the beginning. Interesting. 4 swords in reverse, 4 cups in reverse again. Choose the stacks that you feel guided towards. It could be more than one. It's like you guys maybe start out as friends. It's like, hello. It's like you're not willing to like kind of like take the move. It's like nobody wants to move this connection outside of the friend zone, outside of like maybe the formal connection. It's like someone is very, you start questioning though. It's like, okay, so wait, so I think we're just friends then. Like, are you shy? I'm hearing, are you just not interested? It's like you're starting to try, whenever you, this is how you'll know the situation is when you try to make something official here, it's like, it doesn't go either way. It's like you can't live with them, you can't live without them. Is this resonating? Let me know. Hit the like button or type in the chat or comment. I'm hearing ding, ding, D-I-N-G. Very mixed signal. Very mixed. I'm hearing mixed signals. Very hard to read, hard to pin. It's like, so what is going on here? Are we like a couple? This is someone like you're gonna get really irritated maybe at times. Like their behavior is gonna piss you off. It's like their behavior is gonna piss you off. Like why are yeah, I'm curious. I feel like you guys have a very, it's either very different and possibly complementary, but I don't know. I think you're like wondering like, I don't think I'm compatible with this person. It's like too like, oh, you really meant that after all of that? Like I can't do this. Oh, your way of saying I love you is like by not? I can't do this. Like, you know, it's something like that. Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles. Some of you have a lot of water and a lot of earth. But it's kind of like annoying because I feel like the connection's so strong. Like they can pull you back for some of you. Or you're like, you have a thought. It's not like, oh yeah, I clearly know that we're not into each other like that. It's like, no. It's like, I don't know. I'm hearing that. I keep going back and forth tower. They really like you. Very physically attracted to you. So maybe you're like, this is the classic, like, I feel like there's more, like, to what he's telling me there is. 6 of Cups. Oh, both of you both have a strong connection to each other, but you're not, it's like, I want her to be the one on the line. Justice, there we go. First stack, definitely check out the first stack. Maybe this is, like, the beginning of the relationship, like, when it started. It's more, like, kind of, I see, like, a little bit of an awkward energy. It's like, yeah, we're just sitting here. It's like, are you dating Sammy? It's like, we're just friends. I don't know. It's like, what is this? It's like he's even in alias mode with you. It's like he wants to be a rap. It's like, why does he's coming to like your date looking like that? It's like he doesn't want to like take his mask off. It's like this dude is very interested in you. Okay, I was about to sneeze, but oh well. So Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like I don't have time. It's like I'm so busy trying to figure this person out. I don't have time to like understand. Like, what is my answer? I feel you almost let this person go so many times, you guys. I'm hearing J Holiday, J Cole. It's like, that's it. Like, the minute you want to write the dude off as, like, a player, it's like, or she or whoever, it's like, he's standing right there, looking romantic as ever can be. It's like, there's something. I don't think it's manipulative. It's just, it's like, there's something that proves to you, maybe, well, you feel like you don't know the full story. It's like, okay, wait, maybe I shouldn't judge him. I'm hearing that. I shouldn't judge the book. So you take another page, the Emperor in reverse. This is when they were young. Okay. Maybe you met this person when they were young. It's like, they don't know, guys, like, how to, like, love you. I'm here, I can love you like that. I can make you my way. It's like, he's thinking of that, but he's not telling you that. So then you're sitting here, like, picking up on vibes. It's like, I feel like he's thinking that, like, we could be a thing. It's like, but then wall you see is, we said wall. Then wall you see is the wall that he has up. It's like, yeah, this person, guys, like, they do want to mature. They do want to transcend. Okay. I feel like they really, like, they want to kind of, Knight of Wands. Yeah, they're going to, listen, this person is going to piss you off, I feel. Or they did. They pissed you off, like, fucking so bad. Like he'll bring the mashed potatoes and then he, like, won't bring gravy. It's like, hey, come back here. Hello. It's like, this person, guys, like, but I don't think that they, like, they will taunt you, but I feel like you interpret it in that way at times. It's like, I know, like, he does mean well. It's like, this is too confusing. Oh my god. It's like, I feel for some of you, you may have a lot of water, they may have a lot of earth. They really like you. They really like you. I don't think, yeah, this is a clue as to how the situation is. Like, they never really let you go. Like, this is not like, oh yeah, he was just kind of discarded. It's like, no, it's like, I'm hearing, he's like speaking to you with his eye contact. But like, there's too much of a cloaked, hidden energy in the beginning of the relationship. Like, he be coming on the date looking like an Inspector Gadget, okay, with like his hat on. It's like, he won't take it off. It's like, hello, sir. Sir. Can you call me back, like, from a clear number? Like, he's kind of, like, giving you mixed signals, yeah. But I don't think it's malicious. Ace of Cups in reverse, this is my read, always takes you up. But then it's like you had a weird, like, friends with benefits situation. It's like, yeah, so, we're just hanging out again. It's like, what are we, friends? It's like, this is not making sense, but, like, you guys, he doesn't want to let you go. This is how you'll know, because, like, he won't end it. It's like, I don't know what this is. It's like, he doesn't know. Oh, God. It's like... This is very challenging, guys. It's so interesting because if you literally look at this character, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Pentacles card, it's like, this is the embodiment. He really, you guys, the embodiment. I'm seeing something about cheese here. It could be a perfect message. It's like, what are we doing? But I see someone here with a Roman army outfit. I'm hearing gallery. I think you started to think, like, what do you take me for? But then this was written in the stars, guys. Look at these two cards. Very interesting. King of Pentacles. You see this? Like, you guys do have a lot in common. Like, I'm hearing, you guys have each other. I'm hearing that as well. What? It's like, you can't help but be in love. Oh, wow. I feel the beginning of this relationship was very, very irritating. Like, to your sense of peace, because I feel like this is the kind of situation where you're like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for, like, you never thought that you could meet someone like this who would also irritate you. I'm hearing this way, like, because I feel like on one hand, like, you guys really, they really liked you and you felt that, but then they would hold back from what it is that you thought you really wanted from them at the time. Magician upright. For some, they have a really hard time expressing their interest in you. Maybe you are not that way. Okay, maybe you have an easy time with that. So it's like, I see you trying to be empathic. It's like, okay, we'll meet halfway. Queen of Pentacles. Like, Queen of Cups mixed with the King of Pentacles. It's like Queen of Pentacles. Like, this is like a makeshift, like, DIY relationship. It's like you feel like this is not confirmed. It's like nothing is, like, official in the relationship. But then on one hand, you're like, well, it's okay. Like, that shouldn't be an issue with that. King of Wands. Page of Wands. Okay. What the hell is going on here? Like, you guys are very interesting. I feel like this is very interesting. Because I feel like you guys, like, I think it's a moment where you're like, neither one of us know what the fuck we're doing in the relationship. It's like, but then it's like, you're stuck on a carousel, bro. I'm seeing it, like, it's like you're going round and round. It's like you're still, it's like, I can't get off the teacup ride. It's like, now you're all King of Wands, Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles. It's like you guys are both in love. It's like, this is reminding me of that one reading with Dr. Phil, the Leo, the Dr. Phil, the Leo reading. I think this is the type of situation where you don't know what's coming next in the connection, like around the bend kind of vibe. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, love in reverse. It's like, are you in love? It's like, I don't know. It's like you feel like you're living it day by day. Oh, man. I get like an irritated but like helplessly so. Like, hopelessly devoted to you. Yeah, I love the red flags, right, Miss Viva, right. It's like... I'm still in the relationship, like, it's like, I gotta go. It's like, your parents are calling you, it's like, are you, like, what's going, it's like, I don't know, bye. It's like, I have to go. It's like, yeah, you never asked for this relationship. It's like, you guys are really, like, all over the place, though. I get this feeling, like, as you feel it, like, that you kind of have it going on, but then you don't, oh, man. This is maybe, at times, it makes you feel insecure, because it's like, you don't know... We have Temperance, somebody here may be pregnant. Maybe you had a child before you're married, even kind of vibe. It's like, what is going on? I hear that again, Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing, I don't know. It's like, even at a certain point, it's like, he's pregnant, he's the pregnant one. Like, I feel like you both don't not... Yeah, it's like a... Very interesting. Yes. Strong, almost like a twin flame energy. Chariot. We'll get the twin flame cards in a second. I'm curious. The first deck got that, and I am getting a very strong overlap. You should show telenovela, yeah, it can be. Heck, this could be my freaking stack. Yeah, don't take it personally, okay? These messages are not from me to you. Yeah, this is not me, like, my opinion of you guys, okay? This is spirit, right? We're channeling Chariot, and ultimately your higher self, yeah. Page you guys have a lot of potential, and you know it, they know it. It's like, we're in love. We know. It's like, but then it's like you're both on this carousel. It's like you can't say the way you want it. Ah, interesting. The Sun. Okay, so someone here, they definitely need to, like, realize they need to have an ascension for some of you. They have to activate. I feel like maybe when you met this person, like, you're both kind of, like, I see two characters. They're supposed to be in a play. It's, like, backstage, like, no one really is wearing the outfit right. It's, like, hold on. It's, like, this is your turn. It's, like, I know. Hold on. It's, like, neither one. It's, like, then it's, like, I feel like you, yeah. It's very dismissal of the audience. It's, like, I feel like, honestly, like, if you think you're frustrated, think about the audience. I'm hearing that. Which tells me that there is one. So this is a very strong connection, you guys. There's a lot of karma here for some of you. For a smidgen of you, though, it's like I see two characters backstage. It's like you guys are running from each other on stage. It reminds me of Fiona and Shrek in the Terminal in the Gemini reading. Yeah, this is going to have moments where it's ridiculous. I'm hearing you're going to say, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm over. Okay? Yeah, it's like, come back, Fiona. Like, hold on. I got my right outfit on now. It's like, this is some bullshit. Okay? Some of you, you're going to need to, like, honestly, you feel like you need to clock out of the connection. Like, you really, and maybe this is a moment of separation. Like, I ought to leave the connection. Some of you, I'm getting, like, a real world vibe. You know that TV show when you're living with people in a house and it's like, Seven of Swords, yeah. So, this person, sometimes they may say things that really trigger you. The way they say it really triggers you. But then it's like you go back to, like, square one and you're like, wait, why did I get triggered by that? A lot of shadow work. For some of you, you're on lunch break. Hey, Christina, what's up? I see you're so tired. I'm really tired of Marcus's bullshit. I'm hearing that. It's like, I feel like people are, like, filming you. It's like, yeah, what? It's like you're looking back like, what is it, Arnie? It's like he wants to film you, like, hold on, like, yeah, it's like one more, like, lifetime to go. It's like you're doing so much fucking, like, twin flame, like, shit. Purging. It's like, then you jump back in the ring. Let's backtrack. It's like you both know, like, I see you as, like, a fighting airport couple. Couple fighting the airport. It's like, overtired, stressed out. It's like, you know, it's like a little bit of, like, maybe existentially, like, this is your problem, like, this is your fault, like, why are you making me hold all the karma? It's like, bro, like, I'm tired. It's like, I don't know, good question, I'm over here. It's like you guys are, like, kind of lost. At times maybe you feel that way. But then it's like you realize, like, no, I'm not lost, I'm hearing that, I'm good. It's like, that's the irritating part, because you keep going back and forth. It's like you feel you're on a cycle here, like, literally, of, like, I do, I don't. It's like, but then it's like you are just keep going. I'm hearing that. It's like the fact that this is crazy is not changing anything. I'm hearing that. Maybe this is a relationship that breaks the paradigm of what you thought a relationship can be, because it is testing you and it's teaching you a lot. So if this truly were not empowering for you, you would have stepped out of the conversation. You would not be in this connection. And you would have totally released this person. I'm seeing that. So the fact, for some of you, you're going to have moments where you go back and forth and it's like, you really have to, like, kind of just, like, pray to your deity, your goddess, however, and just say, like, I need to just be brave here and remember that this is a lot of shadow work. The Ten of Wands is right, but it's very uncomfortable with the King of Wands. Is this resonating? It feels very abstract. Ten of Swords in reverse, mirroring the Ten of Wands of right. Yeah, so I see you questioning actively, when is the holiday in this relationship? Because you feel this is all work. A lot of work, a lot of shadow work. Okay, Knight of Swords. But even from the, not actively, like, arguing, but in the sense of, like, I'm done with Marcus's bullshit. Like, I see you really, like, they're on that show, The Real World, on MTV. Like, you both go backstage, it's like, I'm done. It's like, that's it. Like, I'm over it. It's like, I don't want to fight, like, with his mother's, like, I mean, his grandmother's perspective of, like, the higher learned knowledge basis of the paradigm. It's like, you're fucking, yeah. You're existentially exhausted. Some of you, because this person, maybe as you feel it, is not ready to accept you. But then I feel like you're not ending it. You keep going around. So I don't think you even have time to really argue with this person and, like, have, like, a real, you're not getting down to it. That's the issue as it is felt, but that's because it's shadow work. You're not meant to have, like, an actual, you know, sometimes you have a moment, a relationship with someone where you argue, it's like an actual, like, conversation back and forth and the relationship ends. I feel this is more like we don't really hit the buzzer because it's not, you're not meant to, I'm not. That reminds me of the first act. So they're meant, crown? Yeah, something about the context. It's like you're not meant to sort of, like, fully be at that point right now. Does this make sense? feels like such a weird reading. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like, okay, I have to go back in the ring. I'm hearing this. Like, you guys both have your own shadow. It's like, gotta love her. Gotta love her. It's like he knows. That's her. I gotta, like, let her know that I love her. It's like he's gotta go back in the ring. It's like you guys both have your moment. I see, like, a lion. He's, like, trying to not get triggered. It's like she's fucking irritating my chakra. My chakra is like, shoot, my chakra. It's like, then he's gotta go. I don't know. You guys are in chakra world. Chakra world. Riding chakra. Roller coasters. Up and down. Your solar plexus is, like, beaming. The next one is like, one day it's really good. The next day it's like, you guys are like realizing that you're getting points. It's like, all right, we're activating. It's like, this is good. It's like, you both realize like there's enough enough transcendence. I'm here at truffle. What? It's like, yeah, you can get distracted though, but no. Truffle, what does that represent? Truffle, what does that represent? That's been coming through. What does the truffle represent? Entrapment in reverse. This comes down to control. Sometimes they want to control you, possess you. They realize that's not appropriate. Let's go and throw chakra, let's back chakra. It's like, maybe I could do this, and like I could like, it's like you both have this antagonism, but it is, as you realize it, reflective with yourself. It's reflecting you. It's not them. And then you realize it's not really her, it's me. It's like you guys both have to turn around and have that moment, you know? It's like, you can't get frustrated. It's even like a sexual tension, but like it's more like frustration. It's like, imagine like a world where you have these triggers, but then you can't have an argument. You get triggered, but then you have to turn around and have it hashed out with yourself. It's like, this is what this is like. You feel like you can't have that conversation. Four of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing, getting very irritated with this person, because it's like, they're kind of like there, but they're not, and then it's like they're just triggering you, and you're like, what the hell is this person doing for me then? It's like, if I'm just getting irritated, let's go, but then you both are feeling that way. It's like, but then he goes back to like his like self-reflection layer, and he's like, yeah, okay, so there's a lesson to this. It's like he realizes like he loves you. I'm hearing that as well. For some of you, he has to learn his lesson for submission to you. Like you had maybe you had an actual argument, and like Spirit had to pull it away so that you both could reflect. Yeah, this person is, they have a tension here with themselves. Maybe you had a conversation, there was tension in the conversation, and it was triggering them when it comes to something that they were finding very triggering, but you didn't realize what it was because it's not about you. So that person has to go and reflect on that. It's like, why did I get like upset at her back there? It's like they have to have that moment. I feel like they need to learn some sort of like lesson here when it comes to their social engagement. Some of you, this person, like what you're really good at, this person's going to be really lacking. I'm going to be really honest here, guys. Like if you are very emotionally expressive, this person has trouble with that. So this person is learning a lesson when it comes to like finding the balance of how they express themselves, and vice versa. Okay, so maybe like for some of you, like you both need to realize what it is that you actually want to get to the point of. This person needs to realize that maybe they want to evolve when it comes to how it is that they communicate. So, but to do that, they have to be pulled out of the conversation and not be able to have it with you, to realize also, to look back on that and say, like, how was I handling that conversation back there? Like, this person has to be in a little bit of, like, silence. I'm hearing a little bit of, like, I'm hearing personality purgatory, purgatorium. It's like, yeah, they have to realize, like, maybe their actions, the consequences of their actions. First, mentioning you, yeah. They have to realize, like, also... I don't think this is like with real hatred or animosity. It's just they need to like appreciate you. So until they're able to really appreciate you, they're going to be taken away. It's like so they need to be able to also see you from another vantage point that will allow them to truly empower you. Interesting. So this person, guys, like it's about the perspective. They need to expand their horizons. It's not because they're a bad person or because they're not like worthy of your love. I hear that. This is more like this person needs to evolve. They need to activate all of their abilities, and there is something here they have trouble opening up. I see that this person maybe has certain shadows when it comes to being vulnerable. It's like, why am I afraid of opening up to her? It's like he has to kind of like reflect on that. So reflection needs space, right? They need time to really be in their own story, so that otherwise it's kind of like they'll never see it, and they love you. They'll take you for granted though. I'm hearing that. If they're going to not work on this and still be in the connection, so Spirit had to pull them out so that they could focus on that alone. And you would be apart from them because that helps them see you more clearly and themselves in relation to you. 6 of Wands.
It's kind of like when someone's sitting next to you versus in front of you. So this is a different perspective. 6 of Wands with the 2 of Wands. I see them really doing a lot of deep thinking. Okay, they're realizing it's their perspective. Maybe they assumed something about you, or they assumed something in general. Maybe they even this person is in silence. I see them spending a lot of time in silence. Yeah, I see, like, he maybe almost got very triggered, and he almost, like, maybe lashed out even for some of you. I see, like, before that could happen, Spirit pulled him away and, like, took him again to, like, the self-reflection layer. And he's sitting up there, and it's like, well, okay, it's like, I feel a lion who's they were, like, trying not to get their prey drive on someone even, take it as you want, or to get, like, reactive. I see he's, like, frustrated. It's like he's sitting up on the branch. His tail is going back and forth. It's like, but he's just sitting there. And you see the vision? That's correct. You see the vision? He can't blame it on you. He realizes that. So that's why Spirit pulls you away, so that it's not, yeah, you see? Because it could be very easy. If it wasn't, yeah, if it was really that person, it was meant to be that you guys are separated, you would just kind of maybe have a moment and call them out and then just leave. But this situation is like, you can never really call them out because it's about the self-reflection. It's about the shadow work. Wow, very interesting. Ooh, Spirit, very interesting. Take it as you will. If this is helpful, this reading is helpful, hit the like button, let me know. We got 154 likes. Thank you guys for your support. We have 188 people in the room. Let me know you're not a troll. Hit the like button. All right. It's a free, easy, simple way to support the video. YouTube will look at how many likes a video gets within the first 30 minutes of it uploading, about. Sooner the better. And yeah, they'll look at that and they'll see how much you interact with the content, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, and so on, watch time, and how soon you watch once the video is uploaded as well can be a factor. So yeah, and they will push it out to more viewers if, yeah, they see that there's a lot of engagement. So thank you guys so much for your support. It's a simple way to support, sort of an easy way to show support if that's something that you are feeling. Of course, you should only resonate with that, and definitely if you don't feel like you want to like, don't like, you know, this is not, but just so you know, if you're curious, like, what can a like do? It can do a lot, actually. But, you know, in a spectrum, okay, to say that we appreciate it as well, your support, but Spirit will handle it, whatever's meant to be, right? If it's meant that someone will come across a video, they'll get that to the right person at the right time. 3 of Swords in reverse, to the right person. But you can play a role in that, right? Of course. So Spirit's saying, like, everything is counted, and it is energy, and it is frequency, so it is appreciated, and you are making a difference. So know that as a viewer, right? Every like really does make a difference. Like, let's say, okay, you may be that one like that pushes the algorithm so that instead of 100 people, 200 people get this reading. I'm hearing it like that. So Spirit wants that out there right there. So just know, you know, and there's definitely a karmic contract there involved, right? It's something, it doesn't go without noticed. So yeah, thank you guys for your support and playing a role in this space. And but again, whatever's meant to be, no pressure, right? If it's meant to be, it'll be. But again, it's appreciated. Now, what's going on? Let's get a little further here. This person, they have something about their throat chakra. They don't feel comfortable, like, calling it out with you. Like, it's like, I love her. It's like, there's something that they don't allow themselves to get to that point to say it, though. Maybe, I don't think it's out of animosity. It's more, they just don't understand the divine feminine energy yet. I see this for some. They don't realize, okay, that you are, they're trying to understand you. Interesting. Queen of Swords. They're trying to understand where their feelings will take them in this love story. Interesting. They're very scared for some of you. Maybe they never had a real relationship where they were really in a space where there was empathy exchanged, compassion. Definitely. So they have to understand, like, and they realize, it's like, hold on, I gotta, like, take this on carefully. Like, what exactly is going on here? Okay, let's go and throw a chakra. They are kind of surprised. For some of you, I feel this person, I think you both are, because you're so different from each other in some ways. Okay? Like, you're very different, but then I see you guys very similar as well. It's like, I think you both are like, if honestly this weren't meant to be, I would have left a long time ago. This is what I feel you both are saying. Queen of Swords and the advice, and your future's the 9 of Cups. Yeah, you guys have a very strong connection. I do feel you will reunite. For some of you, your family, your bloodline is definitely watching over this connection. You're very guided here. Oh, definitely Justice. Yeah. Go check out the first deck, guys. I feel like in this connection, the physical side of the connection will be a little bit awkward at first, but that's because you have to get the perspective correct when it comes to what you want actually from this person. Sometimes we meet someone and we're looking at them through the lens of a past lifetime, a past partner. It's like, oh, but I think I want that with that person. Maybe not, right? Maybe you want that relationship. Yeah, you want to be with that person, but in a different way. So it's like kind of like you are learning. This person is elevating the way that you connect to people, the way that you love. I'm hearing that as well. Another person that may mean saying, hey, I will love them, but I will love myself as well at the same time. Maybe in the past, one person was way too emotional. One person was in the sense of saying, like, you did not access and acknowledge your own emotions. There is such a thing, right, to be overly so-called empathic without boundaries, to the point where you're not empathic because you all are one. And if you're not empathic to yourself as well, right, then it's, there's a selfishness that's applied to you. So that's a shadow of Neptune when we think that we are helping others and not helping ourselves, that is actually a good thing. All are one. And if someone here is going to be helped by way of you not helping yourself, that's a shadow frequency of so-called assisting, okay, the collective, and that's not right. If anyone here is pressuring you to do something that is not right for you truly as well, okay, all are one, okay, where everyone, as a collective, so space of consciousness, let's clear another map of light, okay, where you are leading yourself and others towards the light, then that's a red flag, and that's definitely not that's not a person you want to be hanging out with. Okay. The minute you feel like you have to, let's clear. No, even if they're calling themselves like a spiritualist or whatever. All right, so let's get further here. Really quickly though, for some of you here, this is the type of connection, guys. Yeah, and maybe someone else connection was maybe not so good. Let's say so-called good at. There was a blockage when it comes to accessing the heart chakra and communication when it comes to the heart chakra. Let's move into the next stack. Stack 4. So yeah, guys, separation is not always like, oh, like I'm just separated. It's like I have things I'm considering, I have things I'm processing, and if you do have a very strong connection with this person, where if you trust that stack, I feel you both do have a very intense connection, so your separations will also be intense. Your separations will, have meaning. The meaning that brought you together, you have meaning when you are separated as well. It's like kind of like, so take it as you will, guys. Let's get into the next stack, 5 of Pentacles. Let's backtrack, clear the energy. Stack 4. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Pentacles upright. Okay. Some of you, I see you had like a very, very, very strong connection from the get-go, but a little bit like something very Neptunian here going on. I see a lot of like, a little bit like you were just immersed in this, almost like I didn't see what happened, like I didn't see what hit me kind of vibe. Some of you, I see a little bit of like a clingy or a needy energy, dependency. Some of you, the connection was very strong from the get-go, but you're not sure, is this something that's built to last? Like, why am I here in this situation? Why am I with this person? It's almost like it happened too quickly. You weren't able to really see, like, there's a hazy energy here. The Hermit in reverse, I keep seeing Neptune energy, yeah. Some of you, you have your doubts. It's like maybe there's even a question of trust. It's like, I don't know. You're not sure why you came together with this person. For some of you, this is like someone here who another person referred to you. I'm getting that. 5 of Pentacles. Or this person was like they were like obsessed with you from the get-go. Clearing the sacral and the root. Yeah, something was like kind of maybe even a little bit like too quick. The beginning of the connection. 5 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. If you're in separation, to understand the separation more so, we have to understand the initial sort of story around the connection, right? Page of Wands, we have to get down to the root, the source, the very beginning. 5 of Pentacles, you may find that you're drawn to multiple stacks. I feel in this particular circumstance with the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, there was something from the get-go, like it almost felt like there was a question of trust. Like somebody didn't know if this was really what they thought. Yeah, you guys really, I feel met. Oof. Maybe you met even like during like, you're wondering like, is this a good thing? I got a little bit of like a trauma bonding energy with the 5 of Pentacles there. I'm just kind of getting that 9 of Wands. It's like, okay, let's say this. It may be that you chose a stack in relation to other stacks. When you guys met, someone was in a very, very hard place psychologically with themselves. They were not in a good place, guys. The Devil in reverse. Yeah, maybe you guys even met during a very dark time. I'm hearing that. And then you're wondering, like, is this a good... Let's put it on the right side of the body. But I do see a question. You don't trust this person. It's like, I don't know if I can trust this person. Page of Wands at the base of the 5 Pentacles. There's an inherent, like, kind of, like... Or someone doesn't believe that someone really likes them. There's something kind of very clingy, though. I just get that energy very strong with the Page of 5 Pentacles. Like, a little bit of, like, it's too much happened too quickly. 2 of Swords. And... You don't know what this person really feels. There's like almost that moment when there's too much romance, we're not having a real conversation. You guys know what I'm talking about? I get like kind of like a needy, dependent energy here with the 5 of Pentacles, possibly for some. Page of Wands, the 9 of Wands. It's like where you both kind of like are making like almost too many reasons for why you should be together. Why you should be together. Like I see a very strong Neptunian hazy energy. I gotta be honest with what I'm seeing here. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse. It's like overly kind of like positive, okay, from the get-go, but like, or it's like, are we like together because we are afraid of being apart? I'm hearing that as well. Maybe that's a question. Maybe that's not the case, but at least there was a question of that in the very beginning. Is this resonating? Let me know. This may have been in the very beginning of the connection if you feel guided to watch multiple stacks of 10 of Swords up top at the apex. Yeah. For a smidgen of you, it's like, I feel like for a smidgen of you, you did meet this person. Maybe they were in a dark space, but you didn't, like, leave them. Maybe you thought, like, is this healthy? Like, should, you know, maybe you both met. You were both reflecting some sort of, you know, tragedy of the mind. Maybe you were both having a dark night of the soul, or there was something going on. It was very kind of, there was a darkness here with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Possibly for some. That's just the feeling. Yeah. The temperance leading out. Yeah. Some of you, you were not, maybe it's a question of trust. It could be another perspective. Transition. Right. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Transition. Like but then you realize maybe that, well, I don't want to necessarily leave the story. I'm hearing that song by Taylor Swift. Let's backtrack. I see when you met this person, maybe a lot of things were also brought up. First vision to you, maybe it made you feel uncomfortable. Definitely, okay, like some sort of energy of like, why am I opening so far up to this person? Why am I letting myself to be so vulnerable? Opening myself up to this person. It's like, I just get like this fear, like, is this a good thing? Like, 4 of Pentacles on the 2 of Swords. Maybe someone didn't want the... First vision to you, I feel a lot of Queen of Cups. Some of you, I do get a little... Okay, so I would watch another stack in relation to this one. Because I'm getting that... This is going to really depend, because this can be a strong sort of, even a very strong past life energy, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily south node. Spirit is not giving a clear, let's go back. Yeah. You have a very strong past life with this person, but whether or not it's south node or north node, I would watch another stack in addition to the stack. I feel like this is either the beginning, maybe even of the last stack, okay, the very beginning, like and maybe even someone's perspective. Maybe you didn't realize this person was going through. There's a question of opening up. King of Pentacles, yeah. Page of Swords, yeah. This person, maybe they were very broken. They were feeling very much in like a, you met this person during their darkest hour kind of vibe. King of Pentacles, Page of Swords. For some of you, maybe you came into this person's life at a very dark time, actually. Ace of Pentacles, maybe something was, and they didn't know if they wanted to let you in, kind of so-called, okay, to open up to you, okay, to allow you to step in. King of Pentacles, mirroring the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, this person maybe ran away because they didn't want to open you up to this, okay? There was something really kind of dark here, yeah. And I feel like they didn't want to put that on you, if we're quite honest. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, for some of you, they pushed you away because they didn't want you to be exposed to this energy. A very, very sort of depressing, for some of you, energy to dark. Let's go down the back. They felt maybe even bad. They felt like it wasn't right. So for some of you, maybe this is the very beginning. Like, I feel like they saw your light. They closed themselves to you because they felt they could not reciprocate. Let's clear it on the back. Then maybe the last stack, for example, the very beginning, or someone's perspective. Page of Pentacles. There's a lot going on here, like a lot more than what you see the initial circumstances, This person actually saw you in a very high light. Sometimes when people leave us because they feel like they're not good enough, Queen of Wands, it's very often that is the case, right? Six of Wands in reverse. It's not that they think they're too good for us, right? It's that they think that, you know, they're not good enough for us. And so, but if, you know, they're going through, for some of you, they were going through such a hard time, they were not going to, like, sit there and explain that to you. For some of you, this is their ego. They were having an ego death for some of you. This person with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, and maybe the last time you talked to this person, like, they were going, their confidence, justice. They want to also save the relationship. They feel like this is not a good time. They're not in a good place right now. So they don't want you to see them in this way. I see that Ten of Swords. They feel like for some of you, they even already sabotaged it. They feel like they already ruined the connection with you. They're very worried that they are ruining the relationship with yeah. So they don't want it to rub off on you, and they also don't want it to rub off on the relationship. So they need to, like, kind of hold themselves back. They're in a very depressed energy for some of you here, guys. This person, and hopefully not, but their frame of mind, like, they're not and especially I see that they compare themselves to you. Like, when you guys do interact, it's like they feel kind of but they have to understand how to get themselves to that state of balance. So they need to just step away. This is the way. They need to step away. Emperor, Justice. The Death card. Death, mirroring justice. And you do make that unanimous decision, right? Yet again. We talked about this in the beginning of the reading. It's not like, oh, this happened to me, you know? When you're interacting with someone, we're talking the energy plane. We're talking about the acknowledgement that there is an energy plane, and the energy plane, it's never that one person dictates and determines what happens, right? And to another person, you know, you don't rule someone's karma. This is a unanimous space, right, of decision where it's like, yeah, we both kind of decided on that from the higher realm that this is what we need. So you are in a very high position. I see this for some of you with the sun on the page of one, like but I don't see, you were like, why? Like, I don't want to end this, like, you know, but then at the same time, it's like, you know, it's like there's something, they need to clear this energy with the Ten of Swords. They may be going through something really challenging, guys. It's how they see themselves. They're not confident. Yeah, no. And they knew that was not going to be good for you. Okay, the Hangman in reverse, the Fool in reverse. It does remind me of the first stack, and we have that Justice card again. So definitely check out those stacks and any other stack that you feel guided towards. This person needs to heal. So let's clear. They need to feel confident. Let's go ahead and stick on the root. For some of you, they felt they cannot give you what you needed in this moment, and so they knew though that you were someone important to them, and it is maybe that you even inspired and instigated, I'm hearing, their healing process, and realized, okay, help point it out in a way, okay, what is in or out of balance, and they realized, I need to work on that, like I can't like not work on that. So this is a moment where, like, they realize it's time to do the shadow work. So maybe this went on for a while where, like, one person was not in the right state of mind to really, but it's like you both know, like, you there was a knowing, you both knew that we have to ascend. Now it's time to ascend. The longer that we're in this Five of Pentacles energy, okay, kind of saying, like, this is okay, I'm hearing trauma bonding, like, no, we have to reconnect in another context. Let's move into the next stack. You have to change, you have to shift the paradigm. Bold and release expectations. I'm hearing that as well. So that the healing will be done by a certain time. So for some of you, it's like kind of saying, I'll let you do your healing. Let's move into the bull, the sun, and I'm hearing that is really about unconditional love. Next stack. Stack 5. Why did you separate from this person? So you disappointed in someone. It's like, why did you? No. I see that something is, like, a little bit unforgivable here, okay? Something is kind of like you felt left out on the cold, like, I feel like you can't appreciate this person's perspective anymore. Whether or not this is a subconscious realization, okay, yet again, I would highly recommend to watch the beginning of this video. We chatted about, you know, how you're not a victim to separation. Separation is a spiritual phenomenon, an energetic phenomenon where you're operating on a grid, right? Energetically with others. and you're making decisions that are in alignment with the higher consciousness space of all, the good of all, for the good and the benefit of all. So this is not like, oh, you know, they left me or I left them. This is like you're realizing more so that there's a purpose. It's not about whether or not you're actually together. It's about the energy. And the energy here is that some of you felt that your needs were definitely not being acknowledged. Let's go to our chakra. You were not going to have them acknowledged here. So for some of you, whether or not this person left or you left or however, the issue, as I see it, is coming down to realizing what you really need and your absolute sort of quest to fulfill that potential for yourself, and saying, I am not going to live in this theory with this of what I want. I want to be practicing that. So for some of you, this is something that was going a little bit kind of in a direction, and it was something cyclical. Like, you got to the point where you're like, this is not going to manifest in the way that I really want, so I have to step out of the situation where I'm sort of allowing it to be in this space, and I'm here subsisting. Something was kind of, for some of you, a little bit fake. I feel like you also felt like somebody here was taking you for granted, or they weren't seeing your true worth. Okay, with the Justice card upright, it's like, oh, it's all fine, but we're not really talking about those really important things there. Ace of Pentacles, you felt a little bit like maybe even like pimped out. I'm hearing that. You felt a little bit like kind of like, do you see my value truly? You felt a little bit like taken advantage of, maybe, hopefully not, but you know, the Sun mirroring Justice with the Six of Wands in reverse, it's like in between the two. It's like you have to constantly, also for some of you, you don't know if you resonate with this person. And I see that you started to get kind of turned off, like you started to get turned off. I don't think you knew it, maybe you didn't process it consciously, but you knew something was off. I see this, yeah. And you were getting kind of like to a point, this was not actually helping you. Like, it wasn't helpful to you. I see that with the Page of Swords knighting the Sun and knighting the Three of Pentacles. It wasn't something that was like, in the end, okay, kind of getting, giving you confirmation. It's like you felt it was one-sided, or it was kind of like it was uncomfortable. Okay, love upright. You started feeling alone in the relationship. I see this for some of you, or in the space of your needs in the relationship, and maybe it's that this person maybe left you, so-called. Okay, they stopped talking. They just kind of stepped back. And if that's the case, like, you know, it's because of the communication with your higher self of what this is actually doing for you. And if something is not actually going to be serving you and your potential, then it will be released. So there was, yeah, certain things here, like, there's a lot, like, this might have been a bona fide, like, you guys may be very successful, even like power couple, so-called, but then it's like, let's go to chakra. You're not really feeling the honesty of also the transition. Something was like halfway. Weird. I got similar to the last deck a bit. Page of Cups in reverse, Ten of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, there was not enough talk of also like the future, the long-term future, a little bit surface level. Some of you, I feel like this is this stack needs like a really sort of, they need a build-up here. I see that. There's not enough build-up for some of you. You felt like this person was also, you're not hitting on the bigger questions. Let's go. The bigger questions with this person and also with yourself. So it's kind of like you felt a little bit like this is wasting your time. Like this person was not really getting like clear with you and brave and like calling it out as it is with you. But it was still going on and on in circles. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands. Some of you, yeah, and there is, I do see somewhat of a trust question, and you had to ask yourself, like, is this going to be helpful? Because I could be in a relationship, but that doesn't mean that that's good. Okay, everything is so subjective. Like, we're not here to be in a relationship. Okay, this is about what is real. And so some of you, like, this is kind of like a situation that you started to realize, or you started to feel was, or you maybe started to feel, yeah, no, I feel this is gradual. Like, it started to creep up on you, and, like, you started to feel kind of even depressed at times. It's like, what is all this? Like, some of you had a lot of, like, maybe abundance in this connection. You guys would maybe, I'm hearing, go to brunch together. I don't know. Like, this is not the point of life. Like, let's flash left side of the body. This person, you couldn't have real conversations with them, though. It wasn't allowing you to ascend. I'm hearing that with you. Not actively, like, I want to talk about that. He won't talk about it. It's like, in the sense of, like, I want to feel that we are talking about those things, like, in not directly, indirectly. It's like, you're feeling something is oppressive here. Temperance, when it comes to you challenging your higher mind. Some of you, there is an oppressive energy with Justice. I do see that. Maybe this is a marriage, it was a marriage, or there was something that was just, yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. For some of you, it's like you're feeling like you cannot go any further. Like, you kind of hit, like, It's like boring. I'm really sorry, but it's boring. Whether or not you knew it, I feel like your higher self pulled you out of this conversation because you were not being challenged. Page of Pentacles. Let me know if this is resonating. Hit the like button. Oh, this reading feels abstract. But yeah, it's someone's message. Queen of Swords, 8 of Cups. Comment if it does and how it resonates. Even on playback. Love reading through your comments, guys. 8 of Wands. Nah, it's just boring. I'm hearing that. I'm bored. I'm hearing that. It's like, okay, now what? And then Goldilocks went to grandmother's house, and it's like, I don't know. Wait, what? It's like, and had a cup of tea with. It's like, this is a slow story. Like, I don't want to wait till the end. Kind of. It's like you stopped getting like excited. This situation was kind of draining you. Nah, I'm not feeling it. 6 of Swords. This is just very honest, guys. This is very honest. We gotta just be very honest with what we're feeling here. This is channel message. Like, something was stale, you know? I'm not saying that there's no potential. King of Swords? Oh god, guys. Very, maybe even like, there's a prejudice. Like, you felt you couldn't really say with nudie energy. Or you were like at this high, like, you feel like you can't be free and wild and natural with this person. It's like, ew, I'm hearing that. I gotta go. I'm hearing that. It's too much like conservatism. Maybe it's just you, the way you react to this person. It's like, I feel like I can't be myself. Maybe this is your boss. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It's like too much like pretense. You know? Too much like, it's like you feel that you're in, I don't know. Yeah. Too many like rules even. Queen of Cups, King of Swords. Why is she dating the King of Swords, guys? I see the Queen of Cups here. She's trying to like make love with the King of Swords. I don't know. No offense, love and light, but it's like you can do it. It's like, but then you end up resenting this person. I feel it's like I want like romance. It's like I need romance. We just jumped to 264 people in the room. Whoa. What? Wow. All right. We had 206. Okay, let's continue. Queen of Cups. It's like maybe you guys are a very popular like couple. You know, maybe you have. What's going on? Number of people's like, whoo, whoo. Okay, well, hello, welcome. If this is your first time here, or however it is, or if you're returning, hello. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. It's like you listen. Yeah, you. I see you. I can't be the Queen of Swords. It's like, hello, I'm the Queen of Cups. Like, this is who I truly am. I have to be who I truly am. Like, some of you, this is something awkward. Oh, it's lagging? Okay, Queen of Cups. Guys, I feel like you do not feel like comfortable here. Like, this is one of those situations where you look back and be like, I don't know what I was thinking. No offense, like, love you, but yeah, no. I think, like, how do we say this? Like, maybe it's a prearranged marriage for some of you. Maybe it felt like the right thing to do, like, in society. Okay, from the get-go. It's like, oh, we were a popular couple, and, like, this is, like, you know, what everyone wanted. But I feel you having, like, a private life. It's like, I can't take, like, his museum decor in the house. It's like, even the simple things. It's like, you want to wear something very particular. It's like, yeah, so, no, guys. I feel like this is a situation where you're your own person and you're realizing what's important to you. What is going on with the number of people in the chat? Whoa. Interesting. All right, well, we won't complain. Whatever needs to be. 7 of Wands. We won't judge. Okay. Some of you, like, the way you'll know is, like, I don't know, I see you, like, going on vacation. It's like, I see you really contemplating, like, do I want to be in this relationship? I feel like in your heart, though, you realize, like, it's more of, like, a contract. It feels like a contract. So let's move into the next stack. 6. Why did you separate from this person? Ace of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups. Something? Okay. There was a rumor. I'm hearing rumor mill. Rumor mill. Something was strange. I feel like there was a rumor here that was going around. somebody wasn't being honest with you or someone else or something, maybe even like of a misunderstanding energy. Something controversial here with the Queen of Cups upright. There was something in the environment, like something about someone's reputation. But I do get a misunderstanding. I don't feel this is the end. If you ended it with this person, I don't feel it's the end. I feel like there was something here that came up. I would definitely watch another stack. This is another reading where I would choose another stack as well. PR Phi Hayes Tarot says, I'm sure there are multiple rumors, dot dot dot, lol. Yeah, right. And special code on. It's like something is strange. It's like, wait, why would that be? Why would that have been in that way? It's like something wasn't right, maybe, but I do feel like, interestingly, there was a reason for this at this time. I feel like maybe you did have a moment where you separated because something was, like, going around a bit, but then I don't think this is the end, guys. If you chose this stack and another stack, let's say the first stack, I don't think this is the end. First stack plus the stack. So first and sixth, sixth and third, I think it was as well. I don't think it's the end. I think that this was a moment, but like it was, yeah, you guys had like something really strange and karmic even going on. It's like all these, like, you know, maybe, I don't know, something from the past life was definitely like, this is a moment where there's something controversial. Yeah, you definitely are going to have moments like this pretty often. I'm hearing that, like, it's kind of, yes, Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah, there was a rumor, guys. But I feel, now I want to go a little further, but like, why? I feel like this connection is, that's not it's not the point. The rumor is, you know, I'm seeing 4-4, I'm seeing a tarantula here, I'm seeing like a spider, like a zoomed in on a spider. You know when you zoom in like with a microscope? I'm saying as if you guys do that all the time. Yeah, I got my microscope doing it as I speak. As I type. Got one hand on my microscope with a magnifying glass. Not even, it's a microscope we're saying. You know how you can see the eyes of the tarantula? I'm seeing that. Like this, I'm seeing spider eyes. I don't know what that looks for everybody. Yeah. One hand on the keyboard, one hand with a magnifying glass. And when I'm quiet, not in the chat, it's because I got my other hand on the telescope. Okay, let's go. Wait, what? Telescope? It's like on the kaleidoscope even. On the magnifying glass. On the microscope. Okay, wait, what? Hold on. Let's clear it down the left side of the body. Let's clear it. Let's backtrack clear. There's someone here. Someone was messing with like maybe your signal. Maybe you're getting the wrong idea about someone. There was definitely an interference here. I don't think that this is not gonna, okay, you guys are gonna be together. I don't think that whatever this like temporary moment is, whatever, it's like maybe even the so-called rumor is like the impression you were under with this person. Some of you, spirit, needed to separate maybe the conversation, but there's also because of past life energy. It's almost like I'm getting as well very similar energy like for protection purposes. Remind me again of the first stack. So if you're drawn to this stack and the sixth stack, sorry, the stack and the first, yeah, it's something confusing. It's like you both really maybe knew the connection was something, but then there was a misunderstanding or there was some mistake even or something. I don't know. Something weird. Like something that like made you guys kind of have to take a certain action on. I don't know what that is for everyone. Maybe it's, yeah, it's like, but then it was like clear as, okay, this is not meant to be right now, so we better separate. I even see something with technology, like maybe you weren't getting this person's messages. Binoculars, Alicia Rose. Okay. Some of you not. This is even something kind of creepy. Maybe you had to separate because something creepy was going on. But like, I see it as like in the environment. Some of you realize something was not going to be realistic with this relationship in the moment. I just see like, again, that Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. It's like something was not going to be successful. So it's kind of like the weather wasn't good. I see that. I do see that this is I hear a rumor though. Something that was going around. For some of you, this is something that was going to ultimately though be assistive. So this separation is very important and very healing. Very necessary. You need to just kind of like, it's like, trust us. Like there are, yeah, I'm hearing, it's like, I see that Spirit knows there's pollen in the air. It's like, trust us, like, don't go out. For some of you though, it's like, I feel it's a metaphor for like you guys being together though. It's like, don't go out together. Like maybe you need to be more private, but then it's like, yeah, I do see something like strange. Like you even felt like you couldn't reach out again, or like something weird. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. So something will happen over the lifetime. I see that. It's kind of like a trend. It's due to the past life. I see that you know this person very well. Justice again. This came through in the first stack and the third one. Special throat chakra, right? Let's clear the right hand. Yeah, this, So, okay, so Spirit knew the weather wasn't going to be good. So, you guys connecting, it's like, if you're going to have something go on, maybe you have something going on karmically, like, it's not going to be good for that person to be interacting with you. So, it's kind of like, it felt like a spell even. It's like something came upon you, like you had to separate. This is, yeah, but it's necessary. And it's like not what it seems. This is Spirit coming in and separating you. You know those moments where like you're separated from someone? Ten of Swords on the Nine of Cups. And then it's like something goes down and then you come back into the contact with that person like right after something else resolves. It's something like that. It's like you couldn't be with that person while you, yeah. There's something karmic here. This is all karma. This is all like trust the universe. This is totally like not making sense. I'm hearing that even like it's not meant to make sense. Maybe this is what spirit's telling you. You're not supposed to understand this separation. I'm hearing that. Like, yeah, because it's just you with you ultimately as well. I'm hearing that. So you got to do that in the best way possible. And there may have been a factor, should you be interacting with that person, that would affect the way that you'd be able to do you. So you're doing you anyways, but it's now how you do you. Let's clear. Let's clear the third contract. This was, yeah, something, it's not about, yeah. This is something kind of controversial again. Something, yeah. Something related to the news. I mean, it would not, I feel like you will realize, like, over time, again, check out another stack, there could be further insights. Let's get into the next segment really quickly. Let's pull a Celtic cross. Yeah, something even like, I think that, yeah, okay. The weather wasn't good, guys. The weather wasn't good. So let this process move through. Be very brave. We'll see you in the next stack. Stack 7. Someone here wasn't communicating openly about something. For smidgen, this person still has a prejudice or something. They're too much in the matrix, guys, whoever this is that you're dealing with. Way too much in the matrix. It's not a reflection of you. They're just not able to see things clearly, but not just that. Like, it's one, I mean, seeing is one thing. They can say, oh, I love you. Like, I really appreciate you. Like, they can say it all they want. But if they do not call it out publicly, right, for some of you, I'm seeing that this was a factor for you. You said, well, why can't you, yeah. If they cannot call it out publicly, like if they want to have a private relationship, for example, for instance, then do they really see the love truly, truly, truly? It's not that they don't see the love. It's that the question of how they see themselves and the love in relation to them in the context of their life, and how that if this person wasn't ready to like openly maybe but they this person's gonna come back though, guys. This person has not forgotten about you. Six of Cups, Ace of Wands. Because it's not about the love. This person actually has to like kind of lose the conversation a bit because they do need to awaken. Interesting. I'm seeing again that very similar energy. I think it was to the third stack, where the lion had to go to like the self-reflection layer, sitting on like in the tree. This is very similar. He was sitting on the branch in the tree. Let's go. The branch with his tail. Some of you, this person doesn't really feel brave enough to call the connection out. For some of you, it may be, however, it's controversial. And same sex for some of you, I'm hearing that. Relationship, Queen of Cups, Reverse, they're not ready to say it as they see it, or you're outside of their so-called usual type. It's like, for some of you, Spirit is saying, like, you have to kind of, it's not about, like, trying to get this person to be brave. And I'm seeing a Navajo, something Navajo here. I see, like, a huge wing here. It's a huge wing. Like a really big, like, feathered eagle wing with the Nine of Cups. For some of you, this person has to kind of be in silence, and they need to realize, like, what is actually going on here with you. Like, you're not just I'm hearing a song. I want another pretty face. Na 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 na. So by Jesse McCartney. Da da da. Beautiful. Yeah. You're very much this person's type. I feel like this is no way about the relationship in terms of the dynamic, the chemistry. The chemistry is very strong. It's more like, is this person still operating the matrix? For smidgen of you, they're defending. They're way too in the logical mind. They have too many reasons as to why, as to the relationship. They're interpreting the relationship through their mind, and this is disrupting the very creative potential that you have together. For some of you, they're worried about what people think about them, like way too much. Okay, but I do feel you will come back together with this person, the mentor. Oh, and they also, for smidgen of you, like, they need to understand that, like, loving you is not a weakness. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm hearing that. King of Wands with the Strength card, like, and maybe they, especially if they don't call it out, like, publicly, you end up wondering, like, why are you, like, not empowering our connection? Like, you start to think, like, is there a problem? No, this person is operating the matrix. I just keep hearing that. So you met them, they really like you, they realize that you are, like, very special. You guys had a private relationship, I'm hearing that. Okay, whatever it is, like, you'll feel that somehow they're not wanting to, like, claim it, own it in a public way. So, because this person has trouble synergizing, synchronizing with their mind, with their crown chakra, with their solar plexus, is like, they need to balance, like, the rest of their chakras. I'm seeing that when it comes to this connection. Outside of the sacral, because I feel like the one thing that's obvious is that they're attracted to you and vice versa. Like, you guys had a very strong sexual interaction, or a strong, I mean, you guys spending time together, it's like you're technically a couple, but then it's like you're not actually maybe, like, establishing that that's what's going on. So this person needs to kind of, like, go on their own. I'm hearing have a break to really kind of recalibrate the connection and define it. Okay. Let's backtrack. They do have a fear, so they have to purge that. They won't be able to bring that fear into the union. I see this. Yeah, this person needs to also break down from the ego space, because they're very attracted to you. But they also are not going to be the one to control the it's like you're not their property. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to, like, control the dynamic. It's like, oh, we'll be friends and, like, we'll be, like, public at that time. We'll do this and that way. It's like, excuse me, no, like, we're two people. Some of you, spirit, like, pulled you out because the part of this conversation, right, again, this is you and them. So they can say that they want to be in a private relationship with you, but if that's not going to ultimately serve you in the connection, then I'm sorry. But yeah, your higher self will pull you out of that story, right? Even if you're like, well, no, let's watch this person was, they're going to have to lose you. Yep, there we go, 2 wands. Right on that card, we just said that. It was reminding me, was it the second, third stack? Third stack. This person, they got a lot of ego here going on and a very strong mind. 6 of Swords in reverse, yeah. They feel kind of bad about how they maybe treated you in the past, but, like, there wasn't enough change with that. Like, this person needs time apart. They need to be alone so that they can process how they want to change the dynamic with you. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of the same thing. And for some of you, this person needs to kind of, I'm really sorry, but, like, get over themselves a little bit here. Like, they're too much, like, I'm going to be saying what the relationship is like. It's like, no. For some of you, that's the trend that it was. Like, they were kind of dominating the connection. For some of you, they're very possessive as well, but then they're not holding you in a space that works for you. I'm saying for some of you, you don't mind that they like you, okay, in a very sort of strong, you know that they like you. That's not the issue. The matter of the fact is the way in which the relationship is moving forward. So there is this question of, like, does this paradigm of this relationship work for both of us? So it is about fairness, equality, and balance. I see that there is a very strong connection. There's a past life, no question, very intense. It must be that for some of you, you know, I get a little bit like a pharaohic energy, okay? There's a maybe they were like a pharaoh in a past life, a king, however, and it's like maybe in the past life, like, they could kind of, like, have a moment, okay, yeah, saying such things, like, even I'm seeing a bit of, like, energy. I'm seeing a little bit of, like, a control, I mean, dogmatic here a little bit with the Ace of Pentacles and the 2 wands, like, a little bit of, like, I will tell her when she's, like, for some of you, I'm sorry, but, like, to die, to pass away, right? But the kings, like, queens would pass alongside their kings, even if they're not dead. So, yeah, there's a little bit of, like, an energy of, like, he has to purge that, okay, and they've in the back of the mind just thinking, like, okay, I have sort of, like, ownership or possession over this person, even in the sense, to the point where I'll say, I'll keep it as friends. even if she wants more, even if they want more, but I'll keep it as friends. Okay, yeah, this is like the ego in the back of their mind, guys, whoever this is, okay, believing that they could kind of have you still in a very particular position that doesn't work for you. And I do see it as a sort of controlling energy. Let's go and throw chakra. Let's clear it in the left side of the body. For some of you, I don't want to say they're taking you for granted, but they have to understand that it's a blessing to be with you and that you need to transform the way that you connect to this person. Thank you guys for your super chat. So lovely. Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. And they do have maybe like a little bit of an issue with like, this is not really with you, but like it can come out on you. Like they have an issue with sort of like, this is their own question of success and their own ego. They're way too dependent on who they're associating with to define how they feel. They need to this is a lot of work here, guys. A lot of shadow work. A lot. Like this is, but I don't feel that this is over. This person is very stubborn. Two of Wands. Love with the Four of Pentacles. Extremely. And like they will turn away from love and say, oh yeah, no, I don't see you as anything more than physical. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing this, guys. So then, no, excuse me. Like, so then for some of you, like, you had to pull yourself out of here with the Ace of Pentacles upright. Okay? Because in the beginning you were like, all right, I'll just sit here and like see like when will be a thing, like maybe one day. It's like, you know, you're not here for that. Okay. Yeah. But you do like this person. So it's not the relationship. It's the way that you channel the love in the relationship. And this person has been, I don't want to say making excuses, but like kind of permitting themselves to, and I feel it's because of the ego and the hold of the ego and the rational mind that is dominating this connection, the toxic divine masculine energy, okay, that is sort of at play. And it's not because they don't see your worth or value or that they don't like you. It's just they are having, they need to it's a personality thing as well. I'm hearing that. Yeah, I'm really getting that. I think it was the fourth stack. They're in the self-reflection layer. Like they really, and I'm hearing purgatory. They need to really reflect on, okay, with their personality though. I'm hearing personality purgatorium. It's like they need to understand like why it is that also you are not going to be subservient to them and the way that they want the relationship to lead out. I think this is a lot of subconscious thing. Yeah, thinking. Okay, that is leading the conversation. It's not even them. So hence, it's kind of like, I mean, they're kind of, it's a programming. So Spirit is not going to allow the relationship to subsist on a program sort of conversation point, right? You both have to get to the point where there's balance and like maybe both ways, like this is the past life energy. Like also like for some of you, you're like, well, I'll let him decide. It's like, no, it's like, why should he also like allow that? Let's go. Like you both should stand up for each other, the divine masculine and the divine feminine in each other. Like, you know, so this is not to say like that they're a bad person. It's just they need to kind of realize when that is, and like there needs to be the consciousness, okay, to observe that there is both ways. So with the Eight of Cups, this is balancing. They need to also show you respect. I'm hearing that this person has trouble maybe bowing down to like a divine feminine presence. So for some of you, your higher self pulled you out of this conversation because you realized that this person, I mean, for some of you, they were not in a place to appreciate you. Okay. And maybe you say, well, hey, I know you love me, but not like that. That's not my standard. That's not for me. Like, not in that way. Yeah. Well, and so the question is respect. Like, I feel this person has trouble, okay, showing respect to someone who they feel romantically towards for some reason. Maybe, yeah, well, and that's their psychology of very interesting. Their psychology, okay, of, how do we say, vulnerability. And feeling that in some way it may be reflecting them. Okay, so this is someone who's they're very controlling, guys. I feel this person really, they're very controlling. Yeah, but it's because it's not that they are controlling, they associate. Yeah, and I believe that it is in the way. For example, right? I see that you, for example, if you associate as the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you, for example, would show this person respect. It's like, well, I will bend backwards for you. I will go so far as to say, you know, that I respect you in these ways, but then you're not doing that for me. So this is a kind of like a little bit of like a double standard energy. Okay? It's like, why am I over here like bowing down to you, showing you respect, but then you're not showing me respect? I'm hearing that. For some of you here with the Two of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, this is about this is about reflection and mirroring, and it comes down to respect. So, but this person had trouble like kind of admitting things. Like, you were the one always. This is how you'll know. Like, you're the one who always saying like, you know, oh, you know, sweet things to this person. For some of you, gentle, kind things to this person. For some of you, and this, but they would like resist and hold back, but then they would still kind of like. They would remain in that space, and so this was kind of tolerated until a certain point. And I feel like Spirit's saying this is not fair, it's not balanced. If this is resonating, let me know. 5 of Cups. So they need to also confront their emotions. For some of you, they're showing you love in ways that are like, I feel like they're neglecting the story with themselves there. When it comes to what they love about you, even. Maybe they don't want to tell you, yeah. The guys, for smidgen of you, I think they don't want you to know how much that they like you. They feel it's a weakness. But this is subconscious. I don't see them planning that out. It's like, they're programmed to not want to open up. It's like, you know, they want to so-called protect their heart or whatever. But then it's like, if you're still in the relationship under those circumstances, and if the relationship has fallen apart, right, it is because the platform of the relationship, it had some sort of imbalance and injustice here for either party, right? And that is an injustice to both parties. If something's unfair to one person, it's unfair to both. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, like, this person, guys, like, I just see, like, they really need to have, like, a Caesar Milan moment with their ego here with the Two of Wands, like, why am I showing love by, like, acting all, like, tough? It's like, you know, there's a difference between having boundaries with the heart that are healthy and then kind of, like, being in denial. For some of you, this person, there's a lot that they don't say, okay? Mm-hmm. They feel a lot, and this ends up getting so frustrating. It's like you feel so much coming from this person, but then they're not saying it. And so with the Page of Pentacles, Death card, and the Two of Cups, very interesting. I feel like some of you, you know, you start to get to this point where you're like, well, you know what, I can honestly move on, and I can find someone who will appreciate me in all of the ways that I am. So there was only certain things that maybe this person, they most likely have a stellium. They most likely have a lot of Scorpio, a lot of earth, and I'm hearing air. I am hearing air as well, fire. They're very like kind of I don't want to say closed-minded, but like yeah, at times like they kind of get hyper focused on something. Okay, that and I mean that can be good and bad, right? I mean, they kind of don't let also people in easily, so called. Okay, with the two, I see they have a lot of Virgo, a lot of Scorpio. It's like, but then it's like that's to the detriment of even themselves. It's like, what point do they close out? Okay, their potential with themselves. Three of Swords. It's like they're pushing away something. Yeah, so it's about kind of discriminating. I feel this person is kind of like throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of energy here going on. Two of Wands, like that's it. Like, yeah, because they're very, very triggered by you, and I feel like they really feel that you have a lot here. Okay. They feel like you're actually kind of like you're a threat to them, guys. I see this with the Two of Wands knighting the Hangman. This person, for some of you, they may, the way you'll know, for smidgen of you, they're chauvinistic. I don't think that they're trying to be like that. I feel like, though, that they do exhibit traits and signs of that. Because they are, like, not being vulnerable with you. I'm hearing that as well. And it's because I feel like their behavior changes dramatically based on who they're talking to. Like, and it's because they like you. And it's because they're afraid that you're going to also impact them. So they don't like being impacted, especially. But this is association. I do there's something going on with it. I don't want to say sexism, but yeah, for some of you. Like, they want to say, like, I'm going to do it on my own. Two of Wands. It's like the emperor who feels he doesn't need an empress. It's like, no. I'm hearing you bow, I bow. It's like, come on. Two of Wands. This person is very stubborn. And they don't want to admit when they did something wrong. 2 of Wands, I see that. For smidgen of you, maybe they even like push the relationship away, and then they want to make it like it's your fault. This is for some. They don't want to be the one who, they don't want to feel like the relationship ended because of their stubbornness. So that tells you how much they like you, but that also tells you like how not ready they are for the relationship. So some of you, they may have caused a circumstance where you felt kind of like taken advantage of and like taken for granted, taken for a ride, okay, taken around. It's like, and then you reacted and it's like, I'm not going to be here for that. And then they're kind of like, they don't acknowledge. I feel like for some of you, this person's very possessive as well. They don't want you to really think that you're moving on. I'm sorry to say it like that, but yeah. They want to kind of like make it seem like you're still a thing in some capacity with the Ace of Pentacles and the Awakening. It's like they have some sort of hope in your, they don't want to let you go. I don't think this person has the intention to make you go crazy and like kind of like not be able to get over them, but I do feel that they don't know how to handle this. Okay, because it's like either their ego or it's like you. That's how they see it. And if they don't have if they don't have their ego, it's like then, there's very extreme. A lot of Scorpio, this person. Like extreme in their mind, like, okay. It's like, come on. Like you have to like Can you clear your mind? It's like he's very kind of like temperamental even. It's like I see him like go off into the room. It's like for smidgen of you, like if you're in this, if the longer you're in this relationship or until the point where you separated, it's like it's all about this person, and until that point, like they may even put their frustration on you. It's like I see you taking on I have to be honest, like a toxic feminine energy where it's like I'm too much here for someone who doesn't respect me and it does not make sure I'm empowered. So this for some, let's climb through a chakra. Let's clear the energy. Some of you, it wasn't respectful to you. Even if there's love and they don't mean to be a certain type of way with you, you ended up feeling disrespected. And so you started to say, well, even if I have a very strong relationship with this person, we have to be able to treat each other right. And so much of that is communication. Like you need to be able to say, like, I appreciate you for these things, not have fear of what that means for you in another context of your, like this person, they have too much fear of who they are ultimately. Okay. So I don't know, like, There could be a language barrier. I feel this person's very controlling. I just keep getting that. It's like every time you want to like have a conversation, they'll pull strings in and out of the discussion. It's like, well, let's actually talk about that over there and like focus on this and that. It's like they don't want a resolution as well because they know they're not ready, but then it's like they don't want to let the conversation go with you in any direction. They want to keep it like stagnating. Okay, like they kind of, and that's what we're saying. This is not fair because you're not like their property, You're not like their possession. Like, oh yeah, like I really like her. Like she's like mine. Okay, and like when I'm ready to like have a bona fide relationship with her, then we're gonna be in a relationship. No, it doesn't work like that, Yeah, I'm hearing prince. So I feel like the separation is to sort of recalibrate the relationship and the balance point between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the prince and the princess. Okay, and it could be same gender, take it as well, however it is for you. We're talking about frequency, not the gender. Okay, like you can have someone here, so-called feminine, have a very strong masculine archetype. So take it as you will. There's someone here who, they have a trouble sort of like, I keep hearing it, bowing down to a woman. It's like, why do you have trouble with accepting, okay, where someone is also at in their life, maybe in the sense of they have trouble like kind of saying that you're right about things. I'm hearing that as well. So no, it's not gonna work like that. And maybe, for example, like you have a very strong sex life going on here. Okay, you have a lot of things that are very good, but then it's like when it comes to certain conversations, like why you cannot show me respect. I'm hearing that yet again. For something that I'm doing. Oh no, not just respect, appreciation. There's like he thinks it says something about him, King of Pentacles. For some of you, they're not feeling stable, but that's okay. This is really good, whatever this is, because I think that this challenge and this change is going to bring them closer to also understand like who you really are and what you really resemble, because they may have a ancient sort of programming space when it comes to the feminine energy. They most likely have a relationship with a mother archetype that was not very healthy, so they're most likely treating you like a mother figure here in a way that's inappropriate. And so spirit pulled you away because, well, you're not going to be sitting there for that, to be slapped around like some kind of, okay, God forbid, hopefully this is a metaphor, a punching bag kind of situation where it's like, he's just gonna like, not consciously address his subconscious psyche when it comes to how he holds the divine feminine in the realm, okay, of his divine masculine. Like he wants to separate, like, okay, very so-called independent, but independence, is ironic in this case because I feel like he's actually really, really intimidated and triggered. That's why they're independent. It's not like I'm independent because I'm independent. It's like you triggered this person to become or to feel like they need to be more independent. This is what I'm getting. And I feel like you didn't do anything. I don't feel like you did anything in particular. Like, I feel like this is a situation where they were honestly seeing you at, I see you as a very strong divine energy, resembling a strong feminine energy. And they don't know how to respect you. So yeah, no wonder you guys separate. If you did separate, no wonder. Because this cannot go on, okay, like that in this dimension as we are ascending. The karma has to be purged where we are going to subsist in spaces where we allow one person to have a higher reign in the relationship. Okay. Yeah, maybe in the past life, not in this lifetime. Ace of Pentacles, 2 Wands, King of Swords. But this is a general video. Always take as you will. It's your free will, your decision. But the karma won't be in the favor. Yeah, it's not going to be feeling right. And I feel like Spirit will pull you out of these, the discussion even about it. Like, it's not about like proving it to this person. Like, you realize what you're doing. Like, you realize how you're treating me. You realize how you're talking to me. No, it's not about that, because this person like has to get down to the core of their conversation. It's not even about you. It's about the divine feminine in general. So they have to go back to their childhood wounds. I'm seeing that as well. For some of you, they don't want to be like at the mercy. I just keep hearing it of a woman. But I don't think that's conscious. I don't think that they actually, let's say that, or that they would like, that you'd openly be able to like feel that. But you will feel it over time. It's like, hold on, like, why is he resisting me, but he won't resist like, yeah, this reminds me. It's like I would have like hanging out with someone I was like kind of like dating or whatever, and it's like they would pick up the call of their guy friends during our dinner time, our date. Okay? Yeah. And then it's like, if I'm calling, they don't pick up during their dinner time with their guy friends. It's like, oh, but you're okay to step outside. And so there's a moment you have to question, like, it's like, I'm hearing Rhodes, Greece, Rhode Island, I'm hearing as well. And you have to ask yourself, like, this is a stigmatic, maybe even like, and there was a cultural factors, religious factor, etc. But I don't care at a certain point. If you have to live within a certain paradigm and you cannot also accept what you feel for someone, fearing judgment, in the fear of facing judgment, then now's not the time to be in love, apparently, right? So they have to appreciate where they see you in their life in relation to their own ego. This is the type of person who will be like, oh, I don't have a problem. It's not me who has a problem. This is for some. Is this resonating? Let me know. Hit the like button. Or type in the chat 7070. Okay. And I feel for some of you, like, you'll realize, like, you get very frustrated with this person. And then it's like, yeah, you don't know kind of, it's like you're, you don't know why I'm hearing that. This is going on, and I would definitely watch another reading in the stack, like another reading in the stack, okay. Take it as you will. Another stack in this reading for further insights. Like, maybe this is more, it is sounding a little bit like, yeah, another stack, but this is maybe something so-called temporary, like you have to step away, they have to realize certain things about what they want with you. For smidgen of you, they do not want to lose you, but they still are not ready to be with you. So that can translate as sort of like, it ends up being controlling, because it's like, well, they may not tell you that. Okay, but you feel that this is not working for you, though. That's what you realize. So then it gets to the point where you say, what is actually happening here? And then you realize, for some of you, that it's kind of like you're sort of in this like cage. It's like you feel like you are, you're in a cage. I just see that with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Like, for some of you, yet again, because they're denying, and they're trying to define. It's very subtle. Like, you would never really be able to tell. This person probably is very good at poker facing with you. Their attraction for you, even getting it so that you don't really like you can't really see, like, are they really like interested like that? And then, but then you're, the next thing you know is you're sitting here like the Ace of Pentacles, like kind of waiting. It's like, so they're very upset. I'm hearing that you're not together. I'm hearing it like this. For smidgen of you, like, they do see you as theirs. I'm gonna see that. But they don't want to, they don't want to feel that way. I hear that as well. So they got a, I don't want to say a problem, but like, they got an issue. Yeah, Ten of Swords. It's like, no, we got a problem. It's like the devil at the base of the Ten of Swords. They got a problem. Anyways, Queen of Wands, mirroring the Ten of Swords. Alert, alert, with, processing, like, and acknowledging what they really feel. And I'm hearing for the feminine energy. Okay? It's like, because they feel if they open up to you, then they open up to, like, something else that they don't want to open up to. I hear that. And that maybe is the memory of a mother. Okay? Take it as you will. But I just don't think that it's very, like, it's not a, this person, they're operating in the lower frequency space of their consciousness where they're not, okay, like, kind of addressing it, like, hey, you know, it's like, I've got, like, kind of, like, things I need to, like, kind of confess to myself. I'm hearing that, like, no. I mean, I don't think that they're at that point. They're so stubborn, this person. I just see this extremely stubborn energy, like, special, third chakra, don't say mine. And they're very smart. Like, they know how their actions make you feel. This person knows, okay, like, very well. But then I don't see it's conscious, like, oh, you know, yeah, like, me doing that is avoiding that. And they're not processing it like that. But then that's also not fair because then it's, like, kind of irresponsible. They're letting, well, not irresponsible, but unaware. Ace of Swords. Of the potential. So they are holding back this connection. The longer you're with this person, that 2 Wands energy, the relationship is gonna just be like 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on 1 foot on the brake. Yeah, this person's super controlling, guys. 9 of Wands, oh my god. On the 2 Wands. It's like, you're not gonna tell me when to make my decision. It's like, okay, then I will be gone. It's like, but then it's like, then they'll come back. It's like, it's a messy energy. Like, you're not getting to the root of the issue. It's very similar to, I think it was the 3rd stack or the 2nd or something. It's like, you're never getting down to the point of it. I think it was the 3rd stack. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, one of the stacks. Very similar, like, you're just going in circles and circles and circles. It's like, I'm hearing zigzags as well. It's like, then they'll be like, kind of like French kissy with you. I hear that. And then you're like, I'm hearing French kissy with you. Okay. Maybe they try to like romance you. It's like they try to be romantic. And then it's like, but so are you saying you want to be a thing? You know, this is messy. It's like they're not talking. They're not getting to the communication. This person has trouble acknowledging. So they need to go through some sort of a major moment. They need to clear the sauce off of the pasta and see is it really cooked. It's like, honey, this is not al dente. I'm hearing that. This is not what we need to be doing here. Yeah, 6 of Wands. And for some of you, they really like you, but like, they just are not in that space to be able to really see you as that person. Wow. So they're not ready to love you. I'm hearing that. They're not ready to see you in that way. It's like, they like you, but then there's one factor and it is like love, right? Okay. They have a trouble even saying that word. I'm hearing that. 2 Wands. This person is very skittish. They're running away. It's like anything but like saying that, like, you know, but I do think they'll have a very, very hard time. Like, this is not, they're not letting you go. Not letting you go, Devil. And in a subtle ways, it reminds me of the Devil card with the Queen of Wands in the Capricorn reading. It was a few weeks ago. They, very aware of you guys, and it reminds me of the title of the Capricorn reading. That this person is watching you, but with the eye on the back of their head. They, very, very unexpected. They're watching you in very unexpected ways, and they're aware of you in unexpected ways. Like, this person, guys, I mean, it's not practical. Like, you're starting to realize there's no way that this person doesn't like me because of the behavior. There's something in their behavior that tells you, like, it's not over. Like, there is passion, there's love. So it's kind of like there isn't really a misunderstanding, but there is, if you see what I'm saying. Like, this can't just be the end of the story. There is more to this, and I know it. I'm hearing that the Devil knighting the 2 Wands. This person knows that you're good for them. So maybe they're sort of like associating you, though, as someone who they need to protect themselves from. But then it's ironic because it's like, if you really felt that way, then you would have ended it a long time ago. Does this make sense? Okay, let's get further. And they are stalking you. So you know those moments, guys? I feel something in my mouth that came through another reading. 2 Wands with a 9 of Wands. This is gonna drive you crazy though, because then one minute you're like, I have to protect. Hold on, you're saying you gotta protect yourself from me, and then you are like still coming forward. It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You see, very mixed signal, and that's not fair to you. Why should you be there feeling on one hand like you're also dangerous? I'm hearing that. I don't know. Maybe there's a religious thing or whatever. Some factor here. They feel they can't go near you. So it's like, yeah, that's not fair to you. The Queen of Wands mirroring the devil. It's like, she's the devil. I'm hearing that. It's like, on one hand. But then on the other, it's like, this is, yeah. So they got to get that kind of like purged. That whole like seeing you as like sort of like, also someone who, at a certain point, I mean, I think this person's not even decided yet on whether or not they want to like love or hate. And that's not where, you don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. Right? So the point is like saying, well, there is passion, there is love, but that I have to step back until you're ready to acknowledge that, yeah, and really purge that energy and clarify how you want to interact. Right. Oh, wow. I see something about a pizza here. I do think this person is very, yeah, they're worried. But this is what will allow them to open the heart chakra. When they realize that they're also a fool for you. This person feels very foolish for you. So stubborn though. I can't get over. I'm seeing that with the 2 wands. Like he won't fix his tie. Like even if he needs to do it for himself, it's like going to work. It's like if you told him to. It's like, oh my God. It's like he will go fully to work with his tie. We're not talking like he's not going to do it in front of you. He's going to go to work without the tie. Even it's like this is really, guys, is something like that. No. So it's kind of like then you start feeling like you're doing something. No, for some of you you're like forbidden or whatever. This is not appropriate. But he's extremely obsessed with you. So I feel this is someone where they have like a part of them that fully acknowledges the love with you and loves you and like really is in that relationship, but then it's like a split persona almost. It's like they've compartmentalized it, but the point is that they haven't let it go. They've compartmentalized it. Letting it go and saying I can't be involved in this is one thing. Compartmentalizing it is another thing. For some of you, but I don't think it's conscious. This is them wanting to be with you on one hand, but then on the other hand, it's like they don't want that. So, but that's because it's their own, you know, they have some sort of contract. So they have to really be brave. And they do not want you to see them as not brave. So there's all kinds of situations going on here. It's like within each other. It's like this person is avoidant. So that's how you'll know what this is. I'm smelling seafood here. Could be a verbical message. Oh, interesting. Walk in. I'm seeing a mouse on the awakening card here. It's funny because it was covering, it's actually a cat, but I'm seeing a mouse. They see that you are there's one thing they're not confronting, and it's not you, actually. It's something else. So until that they clear that, right? That's kind of like their cloak. It's like, and then you will always be feeling, I'm hearing for some of you, this person was very different in the beginning of the relationship. You feel like something is like causing distance between you. For some of you, this person maybe has gone more religious since you met them. I'm hearing that, actually. So that might be a factor for someone. That might be someone's message there. It's like, but they won't tell you that. So it's like you're left kind of in the dark feeling like this person's just pushing you away more, but it's actually that there's something within themselves like, yeah, so the main issue is not the love, the communicate. It's not the love. It's not the relationship. It's the communication. But it's because they don't want to tell you because they don't want to lose you. Because they know if I were to tell her that, then she would walk away. It's because they don't even feel that that is enough of the truth. So they're in a matrix right now. They're in some kind of shadow energy. Like maybe, for example, like out of fear. They made a decision in their life out of fear. And they know that that's not the answer to the true story. So, and they don't want to lose you, though. It's like in the meantime, so this is where spirit comes in and causes a bit of a tower moment for this person and says, well, you know what? If you got to make a decision on what you really want. Okay, otherwise we're going to take this person out of the conversation, and then you're going to be able to understand, is that really what I want? And really what I want? Am I afraid to lose that person? So this, no matter what, I will lose in another conversation. Is the fear of losing this person enough? Let's back up. Is the fear of this person enough in the forefront of your mind? And not to say that if it's not, that you're not worthy. Is that this person has not ascended to realize that you are mirroring also with them regardless, because it is about the reflection. Like, if they feel like, should they acknowledge their love for you, then it's almost like they see it as a weakness, and ultimately they want to be seen as strong for you. I'm hearing that as well, and others, but I'm hearing Eros. They're not processing what they're feeling, I think, at all, actually. I see like fear has gripped this person. Maybe something happened and you're not aware of what it is. Date. For some of you, they locked you in. I feel like you can't even like date new people kind of vibe or something like that. What's that about for some? Let's go ahead and stick on the root. Like, they're giving you the impression, like, guys, this person is obsessed with you. I see this person punching a wall. Oh my god. Whoa. Keys on a ring. Karmic relation. Hand of cards. Super strategic, guys. I feel that they don't want you to know this, any of this. They like having this like private like love for you, even at a certain point. I see them like looking at themselves in the mirror, like brushing their hair back, looking at their muscles. It's like, I'm in love with her. Too tough for this. It's like, what? But it's like they're admitting it. So it's like they are kind of in a relationship with you, but like privately. This is kind of not going to work for you, I think. It's not going to work for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's cute. Okay, but not to the point where like it's actually affecting like you and your life. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, the fear is too insistent here. So this is a past life energy. They got to clear that. Otherwise, like, yeah. They totally are like wanting to have you like no matter what. Actually, I'm seeing that, like, even if it means like this, is that there is so much attraction and there is so much interest, but then it's like there's not there's not enough questioning of the actual. For some of you, the future, this person just wants to live in the here and the now. They may tell you things like, oh, like, no, it's like, I'm like a adventurous type of person. Like, I don't want to know my future. It's like, that's what they say. That's what they say. That's not even what they feel, though. I'm hearing it like this. It's more of what they fear. And because if that were really the case, guys, like, they wouldn't be controlling. Okay? If they really were all about the freedom life, right? Which would mean letting you go, right? So happy to hear that. Exactly. So there's an irony here, and I think it's a little embarrassing, like, but this person will, over time, they're gonna see it like, oh, like, I'm kind of, I'm holding her hostage. I'm hearing that. And I think that's ultimately not good for this person either. Like, they will end up feeling kind of like ashamed of the way they've handled this connection. But, let's clear and signal the root. Yeah, I think that they do feel they want to be handling the love story in a responsible way, but they cannot force themselves as well. What is necessary here is for this person to transform the way that they express their love, and that happens by way of the separation, because when you're separated, this person loses that context. Okay, and it's almost like, maybe, for example, there was an ultimatum and you said, hey, like, okay, I really have to leave then. And it's not because I don't love you or whatever. It's that I have to just listen to my heart space and be honest with myself in saying that this is not satisfying me. And so when that happens, okay, then there is almost like a boundary, right? And you have boundaries then to this person and the energy they're emitting, their frequency of being willing. Like, they start to question, like, I was willing to, like, put my own shadow on her. I'm hearing that. Like, my inability to, you know? I'm hearing, like, call back, like, to call this out, to you know, address the things that I do feel. So this is about vulnerability and opening the heart chakra. We'll see you guys in the next readings. Let's clear anything else here. Everyone here who's super chatted, thank you so much for your support. Exactly, it's empowering, right? So it's about the boundaries. Okay. Yeah, totally. And, like, this person will not be able to find someone who, well, who is, well, here's the thing. They're actually more in love with you than they are willing to admit. So when you do leave and you do hold boundaries, it's like they can't help but realize that. Because it's like, now that she's gone, now what? You know, it's like, so yeah. And I do feel like that is important, that experience. And it is, we can say as well, about humility and appreciation and willing to be vulnerable. I don't want to say that when you leave, like, they appreciate you, but in the sense of, like, they will kind of, like, understand, like, you know, it's about the bravery, okay, to create, because when they do subsist in this world where, let's say, like, you move on and they see you're moving on, like, they're gonna realize that they're not creating something there. They're feeling stagnant. Okay. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is that. I think it was the third stack. They really like you. It's not. But I'm happy to see that King of Pentacles now. It's like, I don't think they want to be the Two of Wands kind of vibe here with you. It's like you stepping away gives them this sort of realization point, not like the realization itself, but the way to realize, because I think that they do know they don't like this feeling of being non-committal. Even I'm seeing that, or like fearing and being avoidant and skittish and skirting around the main discussion, like the real connection point. They don't, that doesn't, so this helps them, like, this is good, and they will appreciate you for that. And they will know how to appreciate you, and they'll see that you are here to be in a real connection, that you are truly here for them. Truly. So it's a good thing if they do feel like you disconnect because of the context. So it's good training, right, in a way, because I do see, yet again, this person is afraid that if they are, I think they may have, like, in general, an anxiousness, like an anxious energy. I get a lot of, like, a passive, very passive, like, if they don't have to do it, if they don't have to commit, they don't have to make a decision, like, they'll never do it kind of vibe. So I think that they will appreciate you being that person who says, I want to be with you in a very particular way. And they may frame it as like, oh, well, I want to be free and blah, blah. So, but this is like, they have to get clear on what they say versus what they really want and what they feel. And I feel like this person is worried a lot, not just about you, but in general. So this relationship, should it fall apart for a period of time, so-called, where you're not together, okay, this isn't a good thing, because it allows them to also kind of organize their mind For some of you, you maybe met them during a time they were very young, they've never been in a relationship, and like, so they couldn't really appreciate the full landscape of what it is that you guys really actually exchanged. So being apart from them gives them time to sort of process this in a way where you're not actually there, because I feel like, yet again, they like you and they're very triggered by you though. So then when you're there, it's like, it's kind of like you're proving I'm not a threat to you. Like, I like you, but I'm willing to also step away. So, if that's what you really are kind of telling me, and then they get clear on what am I actually saying versus what do I actually feel. So they'll realize that maybe they don't actually feel like they don't want to be with you. I'm hearing like that. So this is about getting really kind of honest and open and breaking the heart chakra open. I feel for some of you, this person does have things that they need to process, and maybe, yeah, let's go into yeah, I do think that they had their shadow here kind of lurking in the relationship, but not even the shadow in relation to this conversation again with you. This is in other areas. So Spirit saying we're not going to let you sort of be in this conversation with this person, okay, in the context of love, if they're still bringing in also like mother issues. I'm hearing that, yeah, like something that's not even at all remote. Yeah, it was like kind of maybe easier for them to not do the shadow work and still kind of bring that energy and that dynamic here, but that's not something that you want, and that's not something that is going to be really the long-term relationship, so we might as well sort of address it sooner than later. All right, and call it out. I do think this person does have a very sticky energy though, and you do want to be aware that it is not what you see with this person. Like, there's a lot more than what, yeah. But I don't think that they're like a so-called bad person. I just think that they have a lot to realize and grow and grow through. Okay, so they have to have these moments, and I do think they're gonna have. It's yeah. They need to have. I'm hearing hedonistic. But here, you know, I don't think that they really are. I think this is, they're running away from, they're not ready. So yeah, so the thing is, like, yet again, it's like the process though of us sticking around until this person is ready, like, and giving this person the sensation that we're sticking around, that is what will prolong this. And may you realize that, or you said, hey, like, I think that you think I'm going to be here forever. And so, and I think that, again, that's honestly what they want. That's what is going to be helpful to them when they realize that you are there for them, who they really are. So otherwise, it's like you're saying, I'm here for your shadow. You see what I'm saying? I think there's a lot going on like another plane. It's not just what you're saying. It's more like on a subliminal level. You're very intimidating to them, but then the weird thing is every time I'm getting this message come through, it's like they are intimidated by you, but then they're also like, they don't know almost whether to trust what they feel for you. It's a little weird, but yeah. 5 of Cups. So this person is also having a very hard time if you are in separation. I don't think that, yikes. But this is good because this gets their heart chakra opening. It gets their throat chakra activated. It gets them really, they have to now look at it for what it is. Like, wait, did I really like her back there? Did I really sort of like act as if I don't though? Or did I really sort of say something that I don't mean? They have to reflect on that. So there's a lot of processing and a lot of shadow work. So yeah, definitely working with the subconscious mind, with the Ace of Swords in the theme. There is a conversation coming. We'll see you guys in the next videos. There is a conversation that has to be had, and so it does come down to openly, like, coming down to the